Dang, this thing moved too dang.
Huh?
No. I'm good. Alright. We gonna get even tinier though when we get in the boxes. I thought about that. Get even tinier.
Oh, when you go live?
I put the little thing on it. Well, I am live though. I'm live. I just said when I get in the box though.
Oh, wow. They can't even. Oh, that.
That's what they have. Now my boy Jared in the building. Yeah,
Jared!
I'm coming back strong, my boy.
Oh my God. See, I mute up when I snack.
Hold on, that's different. Very different. They know how.
Mirror! Hi, y'all. I kind of like it when the light is blocked a little bit, but it's still there.
That's all.
Howdy ho, partner.
Make sure this thing turned up all the way.
Boy, you was quick. I went to try to request. It said my request was pending. I said I ain't even requested yet.
Too late, brother. Too late. They said didn't know. No second guessing.
Hi, Jared.
Hey, what's going on, sis?
What's your
Not
ride?
much.
You need to cut it out.
You're wrong.
Did it a long time.
I told you I knew him first. You don't even know his name.
Oh,
Nah. Me and Kev locked in. We exchanged numbers.
See, even he know. He about to let me correct you real quick.
Yeah, we.
I remember how we met though. It was that one of them nights. We was on that night. I was wondering who this dude was laughing so hard. I'm like, who is this?
Marvin.
Next minute he came out preaching. I was like, who is this guy?
Man, say, hold on. Let me ask you.
He was quiet the whole entire time. He was just chilling, just listening.
There we go.
Welcome in. Hi. Okay, we got some.
There you go, my brother.
Oh, Jared, that's
Yeah.
too.
Hey, y'all cammed up. I said, let me show respect. You know what I'm saying? Y'all.
I heard this would get the view, so I said I got to get back to it again. You know what I'm saying? Can't face you next. We waiting on you. All eyeballs on you. Can't face you next.
What it do, wifey?
Man.
What it is?
Oh man, shoot! I'm over here looking at what y'all done put up here, man. Y'all about to interrupt here.
Let's go.
I'm coming back strong.
Oh Lord, man. Well, shoot. We know why. I mean, this is even a question. This ain't even no question. Y'all playing. This ain't no question.
It ain't really a question. It's just to stir the pot real quick. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody.
Exactly. That's what it is.
I want everybody to tell their point of view of what they heard about Mr. Steve Harvey and Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. And I want people to express themselves. Maybe I'm gonna learn something about Steve Harvey and Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, shoot. Well, Mr. Think Like a Man and Act Like a Woman lied. Like, it's a damn lie. Like,
chest
off. I mean, and everybody know that women like lies. I mean, just like, my wife, she pretty, so I make sure to lie to her every chance I get, I mean, but look, she pretty. Look, you gotta lie to the pretty ones, I mean, you don't waste no good lie on no ugly one. I mean, we all know that. But yeah. So
Don't waste a lie on an ugly woman is crazy. What's that even?
I mean, why would you do that? What
does that even mean?
Dude, where was you at? Apparently not here. What you talking about? Where was I at? Set your ugly ass down. Damn well, ask me a question. But yeah. Shoot, yeah. What's that? Steve Harvey, he was talking about, basically women can be super women and think like think like a man and act like a woman. Man, you can't do that.
You said you can't.
You can't do that. I mean, shoot, that's like trying to tell me to think like a woman. What? What man's going?
To me, it sounds like he's saying understand men.
Well, he should have said that.
He should have said that. Oh damn!
It's titled "Act Like a Man."
Hey, young
think
people
like a
like
woman.
alive. It's crazy.
man, I mean, yeah. Either I mean, like, look, I like it very much that my wife thinks like a woman and acts like a woman. You know what I mean? And like that way, she can actually experience her whole self and not attempt to deny herself and or act outside of herself. That's a beautiful fucking thing. I'm sorry. That's a beautiful thing. I
Yeah.
mean, like you ain't got like all that extra freaking baggage overhead with like cause look, we already know that women like we tell y'all something, y'all be hearing something completely different, and then you got to deal with this logic that this goofball done put out here in the universe talking about think like a man. Man, he making it impossible for anybody to
I'm
communicate
sorry,
shit.
but men sound mad. I don't.
I make men sound mad.
like he exposed the game and like that's what it sounds like to
No,
me.
he ain't exposed shit. He
Buddy, you
exposed
can jump in if you want to. It's
and
kind of
extracted and extorted the women's from a couple of dollars with this foolishness. He ain't exposed no game. Look, if you want a man that's actually going for real give you the game, your daddy, your brothers, your uncles, they gonna give you the game. Hey man, stay away from Buddy. He a goofball. Hey, shoot. Oh, that's so and so. So, oh, you dealing with him? Okay, shoot, that's what's up. Good. Hey, I mean, my wife. Hey, my wife's dad, hey, that man right there, the solid ass dude. I mean, I hate that he not here with us no more. But hey, look, the day that we was getting married and he was giving the wife away to me, he ain't had nothing to say to me. He like, man, hey, I know you're gonna take good care of her. I mean, and I'm certain he's told my wife the same damn thing, and I have been, damn it. I mean, and the point in times where she was acting out of character, cutting up or whatever like that, he went ahead and explained to her, hey, you need to go ahead and settle down. Make sure he ain't like attempt to tell her no crazy nonsense that's gonna extort or try to, have her to get her way, like trying to use some sort of manipulative ass nonsense. Man, only man that's actually gonna give you the game for real, that wants you to win is your daddy and your uncles. I mean, and or a father like figure. But other than that, man, no, throw the book in the trash. It ain't worth it.
I got a question, bro. Did you read that book?
I ain't gonna read that
right.
nonsense.
I'm telling you, they sound like haters. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I ain't reading that
Let's
book.
break it out. That's what I wanted to happen on
sound
this
like
conversation.
haters.
I
ain't reading that book. Why would I read that? Why?
No.
So you never read the book?
Right.
They watch clips, they ain't see the whole
question. I answered the question, and then you asked me the question again. Get to your point. What you trying to get at?
Well, they was cutting you off. I didn't know if you were answering the question the way that you wanted to. I wanted to make sure I understood exactly what your direct. So the answer is no.
Bro, I'm like 2 seconds away from calling you goofy. Why do I have to repeat this right here multiple times for you to understand?
Well, number
My
one,
yes is a yes, and my no is a no. That easy. If I say no, it's no. If I say yes, it's yes. I
now
said
what you
no.
said was
It's
I
going to
ain't reading
remain
that
no.
book. You said I ain't reading that book. I was like, okay, so it's a no. But I got you. I
yeah.
understand
Hey, you stay
English.
blessed, bro. Hey, yeah. No, I don't know, man. Hey, Kev, you stay blessed, bro. I can't do it. Not today. Not today. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't about to see it myself this nonsense. Hey, y'all stay blessed. I'm gone. Peace.
What happened, man? It was just questions, man.
Man, no, this nigga asked me questions. The same goddamn questions.
Oh my God, Ken.
That's what we doing here. Oh my God. That's what we do. We ask the hard questions, man.
Oh, ¿qué pasa? Well, we ain't get reality just been sitting there, I guess.
You making people sweat, Jared, man. Why you making people?
Hey, man. So he gave his opinion.
I think that's kind of fair, man. No, real talk, K-Face. That is fair because we would do the exact same thing for people that talk against Kevin Samuels. We need to actually know the reason why people either hate certain people. That's the reason why I put it up there like that. I said, why do they hate Steve Harvey and Kevin Samuels? Because I really want to learn something out of it because I don't know that much about it. I can only speak on the stuff that I do know. Mm-hmm. So, that's all it is. But that's a good question, though. I think, sometimes we got to...
Hey, Kev, when a person has an opinion about something, that's fine. But if a person is questioned about their opinion and they didn't got much to say, it's like, hold on. Well, you have an opinion about a book that you never read. That invalidates
What's
everything
up,
you just
y'all?
said.
What's up, everybody? I'm new to
What
the
up?
panel.
What am I?
What's up?
Big chillin', coming all the way from
I mean,
Texas.
Jared was just talking though. I
Hey,
mean,
already.
what the
Same here,
hell?
bro.
Go ahead, Jared. Go ahead, Jared.
Nah, you good, man. You Texas fam. It's all good. What's up? Go ahead,
Oh,
man. You
okay,
got
you
it.
too. Where you
Yeah,
at?
yeah.
Where you at?
I'm in the DF Dub, man. What about you?
I'm in Lubbock, bro. I'm in West Texas.
Oh, my phone.
You out there in that country. You over there by A&M. I got you.
You know it. You know it. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes.
yeah.
Nah, my people stay out there in Arlington, so I fucks with
Already, same. Yeah, I'm out here in Mansfield, bro.
He said,
you.
I heard Sean.
Bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you want to go
Uh,
ahead and get to the prompt?
yeah. Okay. So Kevin Samuels, the GOAT. Steve Harvey, I could tell you why I don't really resonate with him. You know, it's not that I don't like him. It's just I don't rock with him as much as I used to. Cause, well, let's start with Steve. Bernie Mac didn't like Steve. You know what I'm saying? And I was a big Bernie Mac fan, bro. Like, if Bernie don't like you, bro, then something wrong. You feel me?
Mm.
The second thing is once I found out that his perfect fro, he had the best fro in the early. Man, that was fake. He was the first one to do that the hairspray shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was real. You know what I'm saying? That fooled me with that one. Third, when he's on his game show, he be teasing too much of the people that ain't black, and I'll say that he be teasing the hell out of them people, and that's not cool all the time. It's funny sometimes, yeah, it's funny, but all the time it ain't cool. You feel me? And then on the Kevin Samuels side, that's the GOAT, man. The way he passed, he was giving us so much knowledge. I would have been married right now if Kevin Samuels was still alive. You feel me? I was taking a lot. I would have taken a lot of that game that he was spitting to us as young men and applied it to my life. And since he's not around no more, we're not getting that kind of game.
The game is still there.
It's there forever.
I mean, yeah, but you're right. But them, it's different when it was live. You know what I'm saying? I would tune in live and be like, "Oh, that's my boy." You feel me?
Mm.
Oh, Are you saying if it's my bad, Rachel? Are you saying that his if he still had this community that you would be tapped into there and you would actually be trying to find a wife that's in there?
Maybe so. Maybe so. I just feel like with him around, it was more accessible to get the knowledge. You know, like more in depth.
Okay, I got a question for you then.
What up?
How old are you?
37.
37. So KS was in his 50s. Um, Whenever this man listed off all the stuff, whether you was a Henry or and all that good stuff, where did you find yourself fitting into the categories that he specified?
Dad.
You said bad?
Nah, I said a Chad.
Okay.
But
So,
I mean, I'm not trying to be that. You know what I'm saying? I would just say that's probably where I qualify in.
okay, and he passed away some years ago now. So, were you applying what he was saying and benefiting from it?
Not as much. I ain't gonna front. Not as
Okay,
much. But then again, I ain't really been, ever since I hit 30, I ain't even been on the look like that. I've just been watching my motherfucking back. Honestly.
okay, respect. So, when it comes down to KS's ideologies, they're still available. And, they still somebody took over his YouTube channel, making a lot of money off of it, and they even put new uploads on. So, whoever had that, the media, I don't know, but what I do know is it all comes down to this, bro. When you were 30, you were 30. Now
Mm-hmm.
that you're 37, you 37. You ain't got the same perspective you had at 30 and 37. You
I
understand
don't.
things a bit more. So
Correct.
if you had somebody who had some valuable perspective that you were actually benefiting from, but you were not applying it, that means everything that you already had, you still have the ability to apply it from a higher perspective now, right?
I mean, I see your perspective, but at the same time, I don't just run off of other people's intentions or direction. You're supposed to have your own your own set of intuition and follow God.
I agree with that 100%. But you said that if KS was still living, you probably be married right now. So I figured
Oh yeah. Oh
you was
yeah, man.
following his advice.
Yeah, I was. I was.
So you apply, but you said you had not applied everything that he said. That's why I was just trying to figure out.
I listen to Jesus more than I listen to Kevin Samuels at the end of the day.
That make you a wise man.
Type shit, type shit, type shit.
Oh, okay. So do you want a wife?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Most
Okay.
definitely.
So do you
I
have a
mean,
vision for yourself?
oh yeah. I got a big vision. I got a world planetary vision.
Okay. So if you want a wife, you got a vision. Are you implementing the things that you need to do in order to make that vision come true?
Not for the wife aspect, but for getting my life to where I want it to be, and then she can hop on the ship. Yes, because she
Okay.
ain't. Because from my perspective and my understanding, ain't nobody jumped on the ship while I'm rowing to America. They just want to get to America and be there. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay. I'm swimming with you. So what I hear you saying is you got a plan and you working it out, but it doesn't include a woman yet. Is that what you're saying?
The to me the woman is the grand prize. The woman that's at the end of the yellow brick road. The woman is in the Emerald City. I'm barely halfway there at the fork in the road.
Okay. When did you start coming to this conclusion?
I grew up with three sisters and one mama. My dad wasn't around a lot. And just seeing how they grew up and how my mom, what they turned them into, I'm making all my moves off of that.
Okay. Did you have a lot of male guidance before 25?
About as much as anybody else. I was in football till I was a sophomore.
Okay. So you had your coaches.
For sure. Shout out to Coach Kelly, bro. He played for the Browns. He was in the NFL.
Okay. So you had somebody that was guiding you with discipline,
For sure, for sure.
but they weren't teaching you exactly what it looked like to actually be the person that you desire to be right now when you was that young.
I don't think anybody could have done that because my just what I am. All my coaches was black. I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not like they could teach me how to grow up into a black man. You get what I'm trying to say? I had to figure out a lot of shit on my own.
Okay. So by the time you came into awareness that KS existed and you was actually listening to him, how did he start shaping your narrative?
Well, I gravitated towards him because Kevin Samuels reminded me of every stepdad that I ever had. Does that make sense?
In a good way or a bad way?
More in a good way. More in a good way than a bad way.
Okay. So you had your coaches and your stepdads, and then KS reminded you of your stepfathers, and he actually gave you a perspective that you benefited from somewhat. Not all the way, but somewhat.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Okay. So what have you applied? No. Let me ask this. What have you not applied that you believe as soon as you do, you'll start getting the results you desire?
Just taking care of yourself as a man and getting your life where you need it to be, and then everything else will follow.
Okay. So I just want to make sure I'm not being facetious or nothing, by the way. I'm not coming up with answers and then questions and thinking I got the answer. That is not the case. Just to let you know.
Bet.
You said you follow Christ, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you follow Christ, who is your standard?
Joseph. Joseph is my standard.
Who is Joseph?
Joseph is a figure in the Bible. His family betrayed him. He went off and he became one of the king's consultants and eventually became a king.
Okay. So if you follow Christ, he said, follow me, and your standard is Joseph, then we got a conflict right there.
But Jesus is God. Joseph was following God's word and Jesus is God. So he was following Jesus.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying too, but if I'm not trying to be funny at all. No disrespect. I don't even know you like that. I have no room for disrespecting you. I don't know you. But
Let me introduce myself then, bro.
yeah.
My name my name is Titan Nagamakazi. I'm a producer from West Texas. I've been making music for over 20 years as a Hispanic rapper. That's who you speaking with. I'm from Dallas,
Already.
Texas. Arlington, Texas, baby. Carter Cougar. Sam Houston, Texans. Let's go.
Yeah. Egg stand up. All right. So there go that alarm. Kev, I'm about to have to dip. I already know what's going on. But my son. But let me be straight with you, man, because I don't have a lot of time. When we have an actual standard, that's our vibe. Vibe stands for your values, your intentions, your beliefs, and your expectations. If we can't vibe together, then we can't thrive together. So if our vibe is
Right,
out of alignment, then we out of alignment.
right, right.
If if we follow Christ, that means that we follow his instructions. If we follow Christ, that means we do what he said to do. If we follow Christ, then that means we are literally doing what he was doing. Joseph wasn't doing that. That was actually before the law was even established with Joseph. So when you get to Jesus, he was the fulfillment of everything that was spoken to come into fruition when prophecy was fulfilled. So the standard, according to every apostle that we have written from the actual New Testament, Jesus is the standard. Jesus is the word. The word of God is the standard. So if he is the standard, then that means the only thing that you have not actually done just yet is gotten a full understanding of what it is that you are truly aimed at. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that sound pretty accurate. Sound pretty
Cool.
accurate.
And join the club, bro. That's why I wanted to make sure I understood. So
Bet I'm
when I
finna follow
say
you.
when you have an aim, that means your attention, your intentions, and your motivations. If the things that you are setting your focus on and you concentrated on, that's gonna literally determine how you moving. If you moving in a way that's inconsistent with what you say you believe, what ends up happening is we end up functioning in chaos.
Hmm.
But if you
Hmm.
move in the direction of what you truly believe, you find yourself in alignment. Oh, that's where you find the people that's doing the same thing. That's where you find your
Hmm.
woman because you got to be in alignment to even find that woman that's on that same assignment. So the things that you desire are waiting for you to do them so that she can be found by you.
Well, it's all about divine timing at the same time, in my perspective, because I'm not gonna go around looking for something and looking for Pokemon and get shot in somebody's front yard. You get what I'm saying? Let me
Yeah.
say it one more time. I'm not gonna run around looking for Pokemon and get shot in someone's front yard because I'm looking in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? It's divine timing is a real thing. If you show up to that HEB or that Walmart and your wife is standing right there, that's divine timing.
Yeah. One thing I do know is I don't deny nothing you saying. But when it comes to divine timing, this is just my belief. God is not in time, he's eternal. We are the ones that are bound by time. And because we are bound by time and God is internal, God is always a now God, meaning now standing no opportunity wasted. So anytime we are doing anything that is aligned with him, we are always on time, period. So when we look at Kevin Samuels and we look at Steve Harvey and we look at their opinions and their perspectives and everything that they believe and stood by and stood on, et cetera, Steve's still living. These individuals said I love God, I love God, I love God, but then got nothing but a bunch of bad advice when it comes to being a man. They had plenty of advice for women too. And some of it was good and some of it was bad. The craziest part about it all, though, is it was inconsistent with what their character said it was. For example, KS said he was a believer in Jesus Christ, but he was a whole boy, he was out there with these women,
Yeah. Yeah,
all
he
the way
was.
out there. So that's inconsistent, that's incongruent, that's disharmony. So
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what
you
you're
can't
saying.
you can't fight. You can't be seeking harmony with following somebody who's in chaos. Steve Harvey. Steve had a whole lot of opinions, a whole lot of stuff, but Steve went to Dubai and was just like, "Look, I don't know if you want to call it this person, if it's Jesus, it's whatever, but your higher power." It's like, hold on, bro. What do you stand on? Because what you stand on is either going to crumble up under your feet or it's going to elevate you to the level you're supposed to be. Steve done sold out so many times, it's crazy. This man has been known for being a sellout.
They hate it because they black. They're black men and they got money. That's why everybody hate them. They black men, they got a decent smile, and they know how to act. Everybody hates a black man with a library card. That's the most dangerous thing in the world. Remember that.
Not even, bro. Not on this side, bro.
Yes, everybody hates it. Everybody hates it. Everybody hates an educated Negro, bro. I hate an educated white man because all they do is steal money. So yes, I hate all of them.
I can't speak for the white man, but I can speak for the Mexicans, and that's not why I don't like Steve. I don't like Steve because Bernie didn't like
bro.
Steve. Yeah, but let me get it out. I don't like Steve because Bernie didn't like Steve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like Steve because he did some nefarious shit, and we don't like that.
He ain't do it to us.
Well, yeah, you're kind of speaking for yourself over there, bro, because this man just told you came in talking about black people. He just told you he Mexican. You talking about us, so you probably who you representing is he don't even know who you representing, and you kind of just came in
representing Mexicans.
Well, that's the point. You said us, so he ain't even following you. I ain't even tracking you. You kind of just came in hot.
I did come in hot, bro. Them black motherfuckers, man. That's why nobody like them because they black. Who like black?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's not why I don't like Steve Harvey. I'm
not saying you. Nobody likes Mexicans, bro. You can't sit up and say you don't like black people and nobody like Mexicans either.
I ain't saying that at all. I know there's number love in this community, and that's what I promote is the unity.
I ain't say black people. Black people don't have the capacity to dislike you the same way white people got the capacity to dislike you. White people just invested like trillions of dollars to fucking get rid of y'all's fucking family.
I mean, I'll agree with that. I won't dispute that.
I'm just saying, like, bro, white people hate everybody, bro. At the end of the day, we all just in here fucking hating on other motherfucking minorities for what, bro? They try to get us to hate Bad Bunny. They try to get us to hate fucking Jennifer Lopez. They tried to get us to hate every other fucking Latino person that came over here and did something fucking fun and great.
Yeah, they got Selena.
All the other black folks try to get us to hate each other.
But they got
let's start hating white people, bro. I'm saying let's start getting up on these white folks, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. Look, we don't have very many celebrities that come out in this motherfucker, and when we do, they off them. Look at Selena.
Selena, bro. I'll swing for Selena, bro.
Hold on real quick. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Now I was about to say because you said they hate all these people or something like that, or they're making us. Who's the they? I'm trying to see. Like, can you specify them?
Motherfuckers in the media, the fucking they get the fucking ad revenue off all this confusion and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of broad.
Because look, man, I used to work in the news, right? And we used to specifically go out and find the dumbest motherfucker to talk to the news, bro. I got paid to find the dumbest person to interview. They say go to the worst neighborhood, find an accident, find the dumbest person to interview, and put them on TV.
How do you know that though? Like, if you don't know, it's random people or strangers.
Oh, I know. It's telltale signs. It's telltale signs. For instance, they're loud. They weren't even there when the accident happened, so they're just making up stuff. We just get them for sound bites.
I wouldn't say that you're dumb. You're pretty loud yourself. So
hey, bro, I'm a dumb motherfucker, bro. I'm still here in this country. Like, what do you mean? Like, obviously, I'm not smart enough to move.
Dumb interviewing dumb. That's crazy. All right,
hey, bro, I'm a dumb motherfucker, bro. Like, shit, I'm still trying to figure it out. I can fill books with shit that I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
What always trips me out is like on game shows they always be giving like plane trips and vacations to different countries, and I'm like, man, send me to Wyoming or send me to California or something. Don't send me to Tahiti that's where all the bad stuff happens outside the country. Y'all not realize going outside of this motherfucker is where all the terrorists and all the horrible people are at. This is the best place on the planet. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as out there. And they trying to send you on there on vacation on The Price is Right. Fuck that.
Hey, look, one of these poor ass motherfuckers think just because I sound like this that I'm white. You guys got to fucking reassess your whole fucking evaluation of life, bro. Bro, I done been in so many white folks conversations on this app. They thought I was white, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro, about none of this shit, bro. They are actively trying to set up ways to fucking defeat us as we speak, bro. They don't care if you're Mexican, black, Muslim, from the Middle East. They don't care, bro. If you're brown, flush it down, bro. There is a book out now called The White Nationalist Playbook, bro. Like, you guys got to really open your eyes to this shit. This is all by design, bro. Like, they got the black women hating on the black men, saying if they broke, they don't deserve shit. Meanwhile, if a white man broke, they white women still wait on them hand and foot. Shit's crazy out here, bro. It's fucked up.
Let me put you on game, bro, because a lot of these YTs that are clicked up, they be gang stalking people. I'm finna write a book on how to counteract gang stalking for dummies.
I'm gonna buy it.
Because it's happening too frequently and too often in too many communities amongst these motherfuckers. And this shit, it needs to be heard. We need to know how to defend ourselves against these motherfuckers running around popping tires in the middle of the night.
I land right motherfuckers. Hey, why do women always ask what you got going on? Like, you're not my bitch, bro. Like, why do you need to know what I got going on? Like, this shit is crazy to me. Like, black women always want to know what another man got going on. If you're not my woman, bro, don't worry about what I got going on. If you're not coming home to me to fucking lay down in my bed, bro, don't worry about what I got going on. If I don't pay your bills, don't worry about what I got going on. Because at the end of the day, bro, that's what a lot of y'all problem is. You're worried about too many people but your damn self, bro. Keep your fucking house healthy and worry about yourself, and a lot more black folks will be happy, bro. They up there worrying about the next nigga. It's crazy.
Damn Skippy.
It's crazy, bro.
Agree with
Talk
that.
about what do I bring, bitch? Nothing for you. Like, my son is happy, my wife is happy, my parents are happy, everybody is happy in my life. Fuck these hoes, bro. I get sick of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's
God damn, bro. You're not entitled. Every time somebody black does something well in the black community, other black folks feel so entitled to their success. I don't understand that. I do not understand that. That's why we sit up here and we get we get all up under these celebrities and we do all this other shit and be like, oh man, what's DL Hughley got to say? What's Ja Rule got to say? What's X amount of, like, man, fuck them. They ain't making no policies, bro. At the end of the day, they gonna file in line who gives them the most money, bro. Look at Nicki Minaj, puppet.
But you can't fault that okay, I can speak at least for the rap community because I'm a part of the rap community. In the early days of hip hop, they tried to put together 401ks and they tried to put together these plans for us with Dame Dash. He had the whole
Erykah Badu.
He had a whole pension plan set out for the rappers. But somewhere along the line, these corporate entities got involved and they started fucking shit up for us. And I don't mean to say that coy.
Hey, so you said something about Nicki Minaj as a puppet though. What make her a puppet now?
Oh shit! Look what she can do. You can just sit her out there and say any message you want, pay her enough, and Trump got her on her bag like that. All Trump got to do is find a desperate enough brother and sister out there, and he can pay him. Boom.
What did she say?
She went out there and whatever the fuck she said, bro. It's not about what she said. It's the fact that how easy it is for her to get gotten to pay her to say whatever you want.
It doesn't matter what she said because we just.
No, it don't matter what she said because her husband's a fucking child sex offender. Like,
okay, I got a Nicki Minaj story if y'all want to hear it. It's about the job.
I'm just saying, Nicki Minaj lost all credibility when she decided to date and marry that man.
To marry who?
Her child sex offender husband.
Oh, true that.
That's what make her a puppet, you said?
That makes her a puppet, a simp, and you know what? She might even be on that snow.
All right, let me get Life in, get a new voice in for a second. What you got, Life?
Well, good evening to everyone.
When I meant Twinkie, I meant big fat yellow.
Oh Lord, here you go. Good evening to everyone.
What's up, Life?
Good evening. When it comes to this topic, I believe that Kevin Samuels unalive due to the fact that he was trying to help black people get up out their chaos. Steve Harvey is not equivalent to that. Now, could Kevin Samuels actually get to a Steve Harvey level? He could have. He was well on his way. But helping the monkey above me trying to get a motherfucker to get somewhere, baby. He unalived himself due to the fact that he is trying to help BLK.
You should unalive yourself.
No, you can move.
You should unalive yourself, you fat Twinkie bitch.
And you can move.
Get HPV. get HPV and die, bitch.
Like I said, okay. When it comes to this topic, I believe that Kevin Samuels unalived so prematurely due to the fact that he was attempting to help the women and the men in our culture, and Steve Harvey sold out due to the fact that he know you can't help these Negroes, and that's why he's still alive. And it's most people who don't deserve it. That's my take on it.
So yeah, I actually like that though. But what also with the Steve Harvey though? What made him a sellout? Give me something specific.
Well, the most specific thing is, I would say when he did Family Feud, and when he had the Steve Harvey show. Let me start there, and not the Steve Harvey show of the TV show, because that was a valid show. It was lit, but the Steve Harvey daytime TV show.
Okay, what did he do?
He had multiple segments where he was being inclusive to everyone, even though it sound in real time crazy, where it's like, I'd be damned. And I know he wanted to say, I'd be damned. I cannot pinpoint the situations, but you guys also have the power of Copilot. You have the power of DeepSeek. You have the power to look up the segments that he had did on his daytime TV show.
Interesting.
He had the power in his hands to actually help our people on the national level. And when it comes to Samuel, he was helping our people on the internet level, which was also national. It was also national. I do believe he unalived too early due to the fact to helping too many fool ass Negroes. And the only reason Steve Harvey is still alive and kicking is because he got to a point where, after community, I got to get my bag.
Wow,
That's what I think.
Okay, I guess that's your perspective. Yeah, I do really want to hear some stuff for sure though, because I mess with Kevin Samuels, but I still also want to know why people don't mess with Steve Harvey or do mess with him. So, the barber, what you got for me, my brother?
How y'all doing? First off,
Real quick.
my name is O. I am a
Listen,
barber. I'm from
give me one
Chicago,
second.
man.
1 second, real quick. So, real
All right.
quick, if y'all can, while it's 10 of y'all in here, can y'all get the tabs going, get some shares going, repost, get to some people that might not like Kevin Samuels, or we're gonna talk about it. I do want people that actually did some research. If y'all wonder why I asking questions, because I don't want no feelings based type statements, you know what I'm saying, or things that I want to know why people feel a certain way and actually have actually what came out these people's mouth, or what made them upset, or what made them, because both sides are hated on for some reason. Both of them have valid points, but that's what we're gonna get to about that. But if y'all can repost, y'all know how to repost. Older Barber already figured it out, so you gotta hold my picture over here, hold it for like 5 seconds. You'll see repost on there, and you can share it. You can still share it in your story. Get all that stuff. If y'all can hit the live goal, the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Kevin Samuels the GOAT up
I'm
in
going to invite some men over here who actually
do it
would
all.
not agree with me. And I'm sure they won't agree with me, but they still my friends. They still in my DMs. They always want to know what I got going on. I'm going to invite some friends
You
over
messing
here.
up my what you call it right now, man. Okay, I got you. Go ahead and invite them. You can invite them. You messing up.
I know they're not going to agree with me. They don't agree with me, and then.
All right, man. I forgot about you. You talk a lot. I was gonna say this real quick that if y'all can, I'm gonna be done, y'all. I just want y'all to get the shares going, the tabs. Let's get to 10K if we can. That'd be very helpful. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it pushing to the For You page. I got a couple hours for y'all real quick. Like I said, I don't want no. I mean, y'all can, but I'm gonna challenge y'all thoughts on why y'all feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because I want talking points and what's actually being said if y'all did your research. Because I can admit I ain't did enough research. I know a little bit about Steve Harvey, but I ain't did enough research on both of them, so I want to learn from some people too. If it's something I missed out on, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay, I can give you one thing you missed out on. When it came to Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey, when they went on that King's tour, do you remember that?
okay, man, I'm not even done. All right, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, for me, in a way, I actually was a fan of Kevin Samuels. I actually agreed a lot with what he was doing, especially when it came to him critiquing black men and black women, because I felt like he gave us a lot of the harsh truths that we needed to hear, on the day to day, because he just didn't single one out, which it was something he was notoriously known for. They felt like he singled out women. In my opinion, I felt like he was very fair and balanced, because before he did women, he did men. So for me, I really don't have much of a bad thing to say about Kevin Samuels. When it comes to Steve Harvey, on the other hand, I felt like Steve Harvey, you know, I felt like he kind of was. Oh no, I felt like he didn't do us a disservice, a good service, man. And the reason I say that is because I felt like he misled a lot of our women and misled a lot of black men with the whole act like a woman, think like a man thing. Because I just feel like if you want black women to be prosperous and you want black men to be with them, that's the wrong thing to tell them. Because what black man wants a woman that's gonna act like a woman but think like him? Like no man wants that. A man wants you to act like a woman and also think like a woman. I don't want a woman that's playing chess, that I pretty much got to play chess with. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't come to that. It shouldn't be that. But that would be my reason for Steve Harvey. I just felt like he misled with a lot of things because us as black people, we're already fighting an uphill battle. So to add something like that to the mix, I felt like it only added more confusion. And that's why you see a lot of what we have going on out here when you have a lot of women out here who feel that they masculine and also feel that they could do what a man do when it comes to matching our energy, matching what we put out here physically, like what we're capable of physically. I just felt that on that note, he did a big disservice on that.
So you basically saying that the title itself seemed like that a lot of women has took it beyond what it actually was. Because I heard the book was different from the actual title, but you believe that they took that title and went far left with it. And
Oh yeah, man, they took that title and they ran with it.
I was about to, and that question, that was a good question. My mom he dropped though, but did any of y'all actually read the book?
I actually read the book. I was getting ready to ask the brother the same question you asked.
So, yeah. I was about to say. So I'm gonna get to you in a minute, though, so you can
I'm
enlighten
sorry.
us. So I'm gonna get. So you done?
I was gonna continue to elaborate. For me, it was more so the title is itself is misleading. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said, you want most men. You don't want no woman that's gonna. You don't want no woman that's gonna be like you. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my woman to be strong. I want my woman to be opinionated. I want my woman to be her own individual. But I don't want my woman to feel like she can compete with me or should compete with me. You know what I'm saying? Or even feel like as if she could do what I could do. You know, it's just like I said, we already fighting an uphill battle. Black people is already trying to coexist with one another, black men and black women. And I felt like that was just something that, like I say, that threw more confusion in the mix. That's why we see a lot of what we see out here now today. As far as the complications of the black union and things like that, I don't feel like it helped it. I feel like it more so it just made things worse. So that's my opinion on
Okay.
that.
For sure. Hold up. Let me get you something real quick. All right. Let's give everybody like 2 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes apiece to answer it though, so we can get everybody in. You got it again.
It was on me.
Yeah, it's on you, bro.
Yeah. Kevin Samuels, he like the brother said, he put women and men on blast, but the only thing that got highlighted was the women because that's what they ran with. But he put a lot of harsh truth. Now going to the Steve Harvey, you got to actually read the book. You can't say the title pit this. If you use that analogy, then a lot of things people say just off the front cover, you make it true by saying that statement. If you read the book, it's actually telling women how when he says think like a man, it's to go into a man's mind and be treated. Because you treat us like you are and looking at us like you are is not helping us. That's doing us a disservice. It's for us to take this to look on the other side, to realize that we are different. I can't go to my woman and approach like I approach another man. I got to approach them from a woman's mindset. We talk to women to understand women and vice versa. The thing is, people want to take things out of context or move them or navigate them to push their own narrative or yet agenda. Now, you could disagree with his points or whatever. Again, if you read the book, I agree with a lot of his points in the book. It was more of a softer phrasing of everything. Where Kevin Samuels was more raw and in your face, and that's where I see the differences with a lot of the stuff. I actually read both the books, but that's what I got for right now.
Well, you told me a little something I didn't know that. Okay, we about to get it's gonna get deep though. I like that though. So
Could I further elaborate on something?
wait, no, we gotta wait till open panel. No, everybody just about to 2
okay.
minutes. Yep. Right after Little Mac go, then everybody we can open panel after that. What you got? Correct. What you got for me, my brother? What you got for me, Deacon? I mean, correct.
I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
All right, I'll come back to you. Little Mac, what you got for me? What up, man? Oh, Malcolm, my bad, bro.
Yeah, no, you call me that a lot. That's the opposite of what I'm going for. But nah, I'm not too familiar with Steve Harvey's whatever he got out. I saw the little act like a lady, think like a man. I think he was pretty dumb overall. A lot of people took it to with it. I'm not saying nothing against his intelligence. Just the movie wasn't for me. Kevin Samuels, on the other hand, I think was one of the most important figures in our community when he passed away. Like, if you actually really listen to what the brother was talking about, not just a bunch of overweight, entitled women calling in, getting mad at the facts. But if you actually listen to what he's talking about, it wasn't even gender specific. Like I heard people talking about what never gets talked about. He would come at men way harder if they called in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard him tear some men apart, like, straight up. But the men, their response, they always took it. They didn't try to, like, fight back. You know what I mean? They was like, all right, dude put me on game. A lot of women who called in, he held the mirror up and they didn't like what they saw. That's on them, as far as I'm concerned. He just handed it right back to him. So I don't really see what I don't even trust women who don't like Kevin Samuels. I don't. I don't even trust them.
That's a good one.
Don't lie, I was like that too though. Depending on what they said about him, that's why I was like. That's why I always said trick question and say that.
I'm not even saying he was always right. Everything he said, I didn't agree with everything he said, but the majority of what the brother was saying, he had stats and facts to back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. I'm a big Kevin Samuels fan opponent.
Oh yeah, me too.
Look, I'm gonna even tell you, dude gave me some cologne advice. Not me personally, but he was talking about colognes because everything wasn't just about women. You know what I mean? Like, he be on there chopping it up every now and then. He gave me some cologne advice, bro. Everywhere I go, people ask me what I'm wearing, and it only cost me like $40. You know what I'm saying? I can't even pronounce it, but I'll show y'all.
When it comes to cologne, when it comes to stuff like that, who I've been gravitating towards to get game from is Duke Dennis. I think Duke has a good head on his shoulders, and I don't think he's like a fuck boy. So he's kind of like a Kevin Samuels to me. Does that make sense?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Does that make sense?
No, I'm not familiar.
I mean, I could maybe get to where he trying to go with that, but nah.
Real quick. Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna let you go. Right. I was about to say that. So it's obvious y'all see that. I'm messing with Kevin Samuels heavy, but I think my whole point is the reason why I'm comparing these two. I want people to give me a reason because I had to think real bad on it. I didn't want to just go based off of feelings why I shouldn't mess with Steve Harvey. I want to know exactly, and I'm glad. Who was that? Deacon. I like what he said because I never knew that. I never read and I did not know it was coming from that angle. I do want somebody to challenge what he said, just in case y'all feel like he's wrong, or y'all can, or some people just gonna have to put their pride to the side and admit that I did not really fully read the thing, whatever it is. But I do want people to give me a reason why I shouldn't like Kevin Samuels and why I should like Steve, and vice versa. Why I shouldn't like either one or should like both of them. You know what I'm saying? So because I don't want to not like somebody because all I heard was he's a panderer, but I don't really know why. I had to admit that to myself that I don't know why I view him as a panderer because I only seen clips, just like people only seen clips of Kevin Samuels, right? And automatically say he's a misogynist and all that other stuff. So I can admit that I didn't know that much about Steve Harvey. All I know is he do shows. He try to be the funny guy and all this other stuff. But I do want somebody to, let me know what he said that was dangerous. How much he did cater to the woman because they claim he catered to the woman, and then what did he ever say to the man? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting to. But I think O wanted to respond, and then it's open panel after that.
Yeah, like what I wanted to say to it was, no, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't read. I did not read what his book's entitled. That's why when I spoke on it, I spoke strictly on the title. And like I said, the title itself is misleading. Just like a lot of those women that followed him, and a lot of those women that maybe even followed that book, a lot of them right along with it didn't read that. Because one thing about us as black people, one thing we fell at doing is reading. Me personally, it is something I would indulge in and I would take a look into. But when you look at the impact that book had, and you look at where the black woman is when it comes to that, I feel that a lot of the confusion, and because that's what it is confusion amongst black men and black women. A lot of that it stemmed from that. It stemmed from that because we already a lot of us already deal with only coming from a one-sided household, and that's coming from your mother. So to not have your father there and to have an influencer like a Steve Harvey, a person who, and a lot of us grew up in a lot of our homes, a lot of us grew up watching and loving, because even as a young guy, I was a fan of him, but I was more so a fan of him and his show. Now, once people get to talking and they get to spilling their personal beliefs and things like that, it's something totally different. But I definitely, he definitely pandered to women. I mean, he had to because that was his main core audience. That's who was listening to him. It's not a lot of men that was listening to Steve Harvey. Even if when you go look at his daytime show, it's mainly women and it's mainly black women there. And one thing about our sisters, man, they're easily influenced. Their ears are easily grabbed. It's easy to get our women up under your wing, especially if you tell them what they want to hear, when they want to hear it, how they want to hear it.
Exactly.
So with that being said, it didn't take much for him to sway them. That title alone, it did a lot of damage, and it did enough. You know what I'm saying?
When was Steve Harvey ever some relationship guru? Like, I don't remember
There
that
you
at
go.
all. His whole
There you
career.
go.
Like, when did that become a thing, yo?
Yeah.
This dude been divorced like 3 times. Like, when was he the dude? Like, I don't understand it.
And it's like if our women was thinking with some type of sense or with some type of logic when it comes to that, they would ask themselves that when was this man or when has this man ever been a relationship guru, and what gives him the credibility to step in and be able to guide minds, especially through relationships or even marriages.
I agree.
I'm not mad at him.
If
I'm
I
not mad at
can,
him.
let me charge you, brother.
Go get paid, but like, don't take
I
it
want
as
to charge.
law.
Yeah, don't try to get over.
Well, you shouldn't take it as law. But I want to challenge y'all your thought process. And again, that's well, let me just challenge your thought process. So, by your logic, somebody that's been incarcerated can't give me advice.
No, I've been incarcerated,
Why
brother.
do I feel like
I'm not. My thing is, I'm not saying that a person
trying to give y'all-
incarcerated couldn't give
I'm
you
trying to
advice,
give you perspective,
but it's
my
certain.
brother. I'm not
sorry
trying to
about
argue with
that.
you. I'm trying to give you
No,
perspective.
I wasn't trying to argue with you, brother.
Oh,
I was just trying to provide feedback to what you said. But if you wasn't done, you could further elaborate now.
no, I'm just just because somebody doesn't have something successful, because that's like people come on these panels saying, "Oh, if you ain't married, who are you to give any advice?" If I felt that's something I could tell you what not to do. My father wasn't there. I became a damn good father because I knew what I didn't like. Take from it what you will. Like I said, you could agree with it, you could disagree with it. But when we say certain things, it opens up the door to let a lot of other effery in. So, like you said, with the title, and then that gives people the ammunition to say, well, just because this says this, or just because you move this way, why should I listen to you? So from the book, he talked about men being with the 3 P's: protecting, professing, and providing. He also told women how to be a woman to get that out of a man, not be out here running around. I've heard there's times I disagree with him, but a lot of times he spoke on women being how they act and whatnot. Dude, stop telling on yourself. Sometimes keep your mouth shut. But again, he spoke from different point of view. He spoke about traditional values.
Right.
Where in the modern time, Kevin Samuels was just coming raw in your face. Both of them spoke on how to be in a relationship and how to build yourself up as a man and earning and where you should be at before you go into a relationship. You can't be going in broke and expecting a woman to follow you and all that stuff until I'm a leader and you ain't got a pot to piss in.
Right. I
No, for
mean, if
sure.
Kevin Samuels was more so dealing with you on a personal level as well, in a way which Steve Harvey wasn't. He was dealing with you more, and like Kevin was dealing with you more on a personal level, and you know what I'm saying. It was personal, and it was on a he was actually more accessible than Steve Harvey was. Steve Harvey is dealing with you more on a world global scale. You know what I'm saying, and he's more so being more broad with what he's speaking and what he's saying. The title
I
alone, and the reason I brought up the title alone because the title alone itself, I'm looking at the impact from what it did. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at from what the results of it was, what you see out here. It's not like as if it made things better.
Yeah. I also,
It didn't make things
brother, cut
better.
out.
You know what I'm saying?
I,
It didn't help.
people, Kevin Samuels in his own words, right? And I can never find this interview or this excerpt when he said it, but it was so powerful. He said the reason that he really got into doing what he was doing was because women kept putting men in this ain't shit category, ain't ish category. I don't know if y'all allowed cussing on this. And he said it can't just be all men ain't shit. All men don't fit there. That's not fair. You know what I mean? So I
Facts.
want y'all to examine yourselves, and then you see who fits in what category. That's what he said.
That's
And I'm
true.
like,
And then
I feel
even
that.
when he
I feel
said,
that.
even when Steve Harvey, like the whole part about being broke and all of that, like that's I don't know, like when you dealing with someone, like you could be broke, but you see some of the brokest people, some of the happiest and some of the most togetherness people in the world. So to say a man can't lead with certain things, like that's true. But if a woman
Yeah.
might choose that man, a woman might not need that from that man. That doesn't
wait,
mean
wait.
that man can't
He
lead. That
asked
means
said the
that man
same
is
thing,
not
brother.
adequate
Real
to
quick.
be
He asked said the same thing.
to
You're
be
not
a
But
leader.
listening.
Being a
what I
leader
like about
doesn't
Kevin
equate to
was
your pockets.
he was realistic, and he encouraged you to
Yo.
be realistic. Like if you sitting around waiting for some 6-figure.
I don't know if y'all can hear me. When y'all see that figure come up, that mean I'm trying to talk.
Okay.
Real quick, let me get correct in real quick, and then y'all can go back to open panel. He haven't said anything since the
And
middle of it.
I also would like to
Okay,
answer.
babe. Yep.
So I mean, I agree most with what Kevin Samuels said. I almost think too much. Like he's a semi-official organ. Like what type of like who gave him the green light to say all this? I don't know if you guys know Myron Gaines, but Kevin Samuels kind of seems like Myron Gaines, but with more street cred of the 2010s.
Heck no, Myron ain't nowhere
Hold up,
near
bro.
Kevin Samuels.
Hold
Open
on.
panel.
Myron's a pimp, bro. Myron's a pimp.
Oh my
That's all.
Nah, bro, he FBI, he CIA, he's something
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
but that's what I think Kevin
Nah, they
Samuels
ain't
could
the
have
same.
been.
They
I don't
not
know
the
if I don't know if he was a plant, Kevin Samuels, but I just wonder who the hell okayed him to spit that much facts.
He did.
I
He
mean,
was an
maybe.
image consultant.
Well,
Okay, you
maybe.
He was an
guys,
image consultant.
real
So
quick, it's not open panel, so we're allowing. He's wasting his time because please answer the prompt, and then you guys can go, and then I'm gonna answer, and then you guys go back to open panel. Okay.
I think. Okay. As far as Steve Harvey, I mean, no, Kevin Samuels is more real. Steve Harvey, he's got the approval of the feminists. He's definitely like a globalist, like like low level guru. But he's not. He doesn't compare to Kevin Samuels. Uh, both are divorced.
It's on the
I
first
mean,
one.
I don't know if being divorced is a big deal for men. And then one thing, I mean, okay, one thing Kevin Samuels always said, he basically said as a young dude, like you have to slave away, bro. Like it doesn't matter if you want to bitch or complain or cry about the women being gold diggers. That's just what it is. So, and he said shit for the women equally as like harsh. Like he said, like I mean, he said like young women, y'all are like ruining yourselves. Like y'all are gonna be miserable forever. So I think he played it fair both sides. He said, young dudes, you got to slave away, and young women, like, don't ruin your life. So I thought, like, as far as Steve Harvey, I don't know. He's a total organ, and I don't really like Steve Harvey that much. He's too PC for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we gotta explain that later though. But all right. So I'm gonna get my baby to go. Right after her, we can get the open panel going, baby.
bet.
All right. Yeah, to be honest, both of them, I don't think there's any. Well, okay, there's small reasons why it's understandable why they are hated. But first of all, everyone's gonna get hate. Like it doesn't matter how perfect you are, you're gonna get hate. So I don't think either of them did anything so terrible that they should be getting the hate that they get. Also, I think it's about they have different ways of expressing the same information. They're literally saying the same thing. And because I think men are annoyed with Steve Harvey because of the soft way of talking to women. And I think men are just sick and tired of babying women. That's how they kind of look at it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the approach is different, but they're saying the same things. And also I wanted to ask the whole panel, because I heard that having women think like men is a bad thing. What are men thinking that you don't want women thinking? So that is my open panel question.
Okay, so I seen a video the other day where there was this, I guess it was a stepdaughter and a stepmom, and the stepmom was teaching the stepdaughter to finesse little men or boys. She was like giving her game on how to finesse a boy, and she was teaching her that's how a woman's supposed to act. And then the father came in and he was like, "Hold up, don't tell my daughter that. I'm not trying to have her grow up to be one of them." Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, you absolutely didn't answer the question. Like,
Maybe I could try it. So I
Oh,
think men don't want women thinking rational because it's basically like, okay, how many traumas, how fucked up did you have to get to become a rational woman?
wait, you don't want women thinking rationally?
Not like
No,
men.
we want
Hold on
We
one
want
second.
women
what we
to be
want.
like in
Okay, let me
fairyland.
say the question over again, because I know y'all didn't think about this.
can I
It's
take a crack at it?
accountability.
I heard the
The
question.
answer, the answer in one word would be accountability.
It's
They don't
not
know
one.
how to
No,
take
no,
proper
no,
accountability these
So
days.
you.
no.
That's all it is. That's a
So
woman's worst nightmare, accountability.
Oh
that's
Lord.
not what she asked. Yeah.
What's up,
Honestly,
Deacon? I
and this
remember
is
Deacon. Uh-huh.
yeah. There's no shot at the men on this panel, but I do this when it's about women and it's about men. It does us a disingenuous when we're not being real about the conversation. And I'm happy you pointed that out on the first thing. That again, these guys are saying you have people in comments and everything. Oh, he's divorced. These guys went through the same thing. They're saying the same thing. One has a softer approach. One's a more aggressive approach. But because people didn't read something or look into it, they're doing what we say women do. You're taking clips or what other people say, and we get on them for that. But then you're doing the same thing, so it makes our argument non and void. To answer your question, I want my women to understand me. So yes, I want to be in your mind. I want to be in my mind so we can understand. It makes communication better, so we can see where we're coming from. In a good faith relationship, unless you have something to hide because you out here playing around, effing around on each other. And I always speak from good faith relationships. So I think there needs to be understanding because oftentimes the problem that we're running into is that women are trying to tell us how to think and men are trying to tell women how to think. And we're not the same.
Right.
We are different and we come together to make a whole.
Y'all don't live y'all's life by the same rules that we
That's what I
do.
was trying to ask. I was trying to ask the men who said that they don't want women thinking like a man. What do they not want women think like specifically? What do men think about? Like one thing I could think about is that men think about punani all the time, and maybe you don't want your woman to be promiscuous.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I can give you an example.
And women
That's what
think
I think
about
about.
money all the time. It
Huh?
goes
I
vice
can give you an
versa.
example.
What the? He's still not gonna answer it though.
I just answered it.
Go
We don't
ahead.
want women.
Hey,
We don't want
I can give an
women.
example.
Let me make it very clear because this man just said yes, and you said that was a valid answer. So let me give you an even more valid answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn. We just don't want
I can
women
give an
to.
example.
We don't want women these days to have that all about the money mindset. It's about connecting with a soul, connecting with your flame, your twin flame, not that other shit.
Amen. Okay, so that means that men think about
like
the
that.
money
I can see that.
and they don't think
No.
about connecting with the soul.
Yeah, that's all. That's what that's all.
No,
Yeah, I
they
think
not hearing what they're
men
saying.
I think men think about money more than pussy.
I think little go real
The
quick.
book didn't say act like a man. It said think like a man. But go ahead.
Act like a woman. Act like a woman, think like a man. I think little. Go ahead, little Malcolm.
Nah, the example. This is actually straight out of Kevin Samuels. And this
Got
is
my blood pressure high.
I can't talk.
Yeah, we don't want women thinking like that. You know, we don't want them getting their blood pressure up. Go ahead, little.
Yeah. So this is something that Kevin Samuels said, and every man can relate to it, right?
You gotta get close to the phone, man.
We can't hear you.
Hold up. Give me a hold on.
You over there doing chores while you over there talking. That's crazy.
All right, y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
My bad. I just walked in the crib. You know how it gets on the Wi-Fi and start tripping.
Hey, all right. I feel you on that.
But nah. So what the brother said was, so I'll give you an example. Men know, right? If you step to a man a certain way, then we got to go outside after that, right? Off tops, every man knows, when you walk into an establishment, you're already looking like, okay, how many men is in here? What they look like? Who should I, you know what I mean? Who can I like? Some men is like, all right, I could try him. Some men is like, all right, I got to be aware of him, all of that, right? But men off top, there's an unwritten rule that knows if you talk to this man a certain way, there's going to be consequences, right? Today we have a lot of women who think that they can talk to men however they want, address them however they want, like literally put her hand in his face and tell him, I'll whoop your ass. Just going off on men.
That's what I was saying earlier. We don't abide by the same rules in life.
Yeah, I understand.
We can't look at each other as just equals when we don't abide by the same rules.
Right. So that's the point I'm making. Is like there's a whole bunch of stuff that men get down in this arena, and we don't want women thinking like that. We want women to stay where they at over here with that. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's one example.
Again, so I got to challenge you, brothers. So we know how we think, right? And women are moving on how they think we think, hence getting in men's face and this, that, and the third, and then playing victim because they're not supposed to touch them and whatnot. So when you want a woman to understand how a man, remember it says think like a man. So she understands, so this is how men move. And if I do A, B, and C, he's going to react that way because that's how men think. Maybe I should not do such a thing.
But they're also emotionally driven. You know what I'm saying? And
we not. That's not what was in the question. Y'all moving the goalpost. Y'all not even. Y'all go. This ain't my live. Y'all go ahead.
I'm not.
You
I'm not
good. You was spitting. You spitting, bro. If anything, I was gonna say they need to write a book that think like a man that thinks like a woman. We gonna write another book. Since y'all want to do that.
No, how to deal with it.
Can I say something really quick?
I got you in a minute, Kat. Got you in a minute. Hold up.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yeah, we gonna get you in right now because you the only one that ain't talk yet. That's good. Okay. Right on that. Hey, okay. All right, go ahead, Kat. Do your third thistle.
Hang on a minute, guys. You are here, literally talking about the women's place. Are you talking about nature versus nurture? I don't even know what you guys are talking about because if you want to talk about women. Sorry?
Listen.
In this moment, I need you to think.
No, I'm hearing it, but I'm trying to get clarification about it. So these men are here about talking about women when it comes to hunting and gathering and what we're supposed to do. What? I don't know what it is according to the Torah, according to their belief system and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Because I was listening. That's all I'm reflecting my opinion on, right? And I'm not talking about all of you. I'm saying for what I heard you guys say, right? As women, we're not supposed to have any acknowledgement when it comes to our survival, right? And we say, okay, as men, we say, do you know what? We're going to give that nurture, or not even the nurture, the hunter and the gatherer, we're going to give that to you, right? And we're going to be the nurturer. But then, hang on, what happens when you don't hunt, or when you don't gather, and you don't come with us to nothing? What happens then?
That's not what we're talking about.
Right? Hang on a minute. As women, and you say, you should just stay in your place, right? So You come back with nothing. What am I supposed to do with you? Am I
Miss
supposed to
Pat,
look at you like
Miss
you're
Pat,
a
you're
piece of
far
dirt
off
or
topic.
what?
We're not talking
Oh, you
about
gotta do a
that.
state
You are way somewhere else.
I don't know
Hang
what
on.
All right.
No. I listened to your whole conversation. How was I off key? How?
Because you said you didn't know what they were talking about, so evidently you didn't listen.
I literally said to you, I've been listening to
that
the
don't
whole
mean
You sound
conversation.
drunk. Are
How
you
did I
drunk?
say I didn't hear anything?
What time is it in England? Because you sound drunk.
What time is it in America?
5.
Because
depends on
clearly
where you are in
you're a
America.
bit
In the
confused.
Midwest, it's quarter after 5. In the
Why
Midwest,
would
it's
you
quarter
even
after
ask
5.
me a stupid question like that? I can
Cause
ask you the same thing.
you sound bloody bloated.
You
Is all I'm
sound
saying.
infuriated.
I think you sound like you want to have some chitlins and
You sound like you
grits.
just did that
Yeah,
right.
It sound like you eating
We
crumpets,
can go back and
tea,
forth.
tea,
We
tea,
can
and crumpets
beer.
all
They
tea,
day.
drink rum.
crumpets, and Kool-Aid and some chicken wings.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, right. Oh Lord, you hear that?
Like you don't
He
like,
said,
like you
"Oh
don't like no
Lord,
damn
now,
chicken.
now I'm
Get the
being
hell out of here.
prejudiced." But what he said to me is not prejudice.
No,
You
it's
know,
not. It's funny when we
that's
make fun of English
different.
people. It's racist when you do it.
Oh Lord, look,
Okay, Kat.
Everybody like chicken and Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I love that you like chicken wings.
Kat, I feel like
Hey, that's okay. Yeah.
it's racist when
Hi.
she does it.
All right,
Hi.
The
y'all.
What
host
am
is
I
talking.
doing
It's
The
that?
funny
host is
when I did
talking.
it.
Hi, babe.
Okay,
Hello.
Kat, can you answer the prompt?
Can I answer the prompt?
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, she can't.
Okay.
I can read
Cat off
English.
that. She off
You
that
speak
cat.
my language. Okay, so Kevin Samuels versus Steve Harvey. Why are they really hated?
Anansi.
I've spoken to Kevin Samuels before in my lifetime. I have. I don't hate him. I don't know why anyone would hate him. I think he talks about the issues that that we have to address, and that's absolutely fine. What else? I don't know.
Okay.
About what?
She
That
twisted.
works.
She saucy, y'all.
Steve
She saucy.
Harvey. I don't really know Steve Harvey. I'm not
She got
familiar
away.
with his
She do got
work.
away.
Anansi.
Excuse me. I don't
saucy.
know.
Somebody said Kevin was your
No,
twin.
you're saucy.
All right, man. Okay, we get
You're
the point.
saucy. Don't fucking talk to me about saucy, because most of you are saucy as fuck.
Damn right.
Okay? So why are you burying your head in the sand under another? Oh no!
So,
Oh,
Kat,
I can't talk now.
Kat,
Even though he talked about me.
Are you done?
Ooh.
All right.
Did you land your plane, mama?
Okay. I already know. What? About what?
She from Cambridge.
Yeah, I am. Oxford, actually. Oxford University. Straight in your throat.
All right, there we go.
Oh my god.
Shit, okay.
He said, "Why?"
What happened to London?
Yo. Okay, so everybody up here doesn't like Steve Harvey?
He's alright. I ain't got no beef with him. They fronting after the Cat Williams thing.
I ain't got no problem with Steve. Steve is a comedian. He's not to be taken seriously.
Exactly. He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer. Hustling. I ain't mad at him. I'm mad I ain't think of it.
At the end of the day, Steve Harvey is an individual who nobody on this panel personally knows. So that means there's a image that you see that is a persona, and then there's an actual individual that most people do not know personally. When people have personal opinions about him that know him personally, they are celebrities. So when people say, I don't like him because this person doesn't like him, you don't even know the person that they're referring to. You just know it's personal.
I remember that.
And then with KS specifically, KS perpetuated a red pill ideology. That was a real, like, it's not even just him, but that right there, the individuals who don't participate in that lifestyle, they are the ones that have a problem with KS. It's not that everybody hates them. It's that individuals that do not agree with his ideology in particularly, and he's no longer living. So, I mean, it ain't like you can ask that man what he stood on, and you can only go based off what he said on all them lives. I didn't just watch clips. I watched that man whole 4-hour videos sometimes with my wife.
Me too.
He was cooking sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but then sometimes bro was tripping.
Yeah.
But
For sure. I can
he
agree with
he
that.
was he was tripping. He was respectful up until you got disrespectful.
True.
But initially, he didn't focus on women. He actually focused on men.
Right.
And when men couldn't get right, he was like, "Look, bump this. I'm done with y'all." And he literally got famous off of ratchet females.
Yeah.
And the part that I don't understand, right? People be mad at Kevin Samuels, but he wasn't in Times Square with a bullhorn. People literally called him and asked him for his opinion. And when he gave it, they didn't like it. Then they developed their opinion about him. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that's fair. And to the brother's point before me, yeah, sometimes Kevin Samuels was cooking. Sometimes I was like, bro, you went way too hard for no reason. She wasn't even on that with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that everything that he said should be taken as law, but to deny he made any good points or was all fallacy simply because you don't like how he targeted or a certain demographic was talked about, I think that's disingenuous. So Kevin Samuels knew what he was talking about to a certain extent. I give him a lot of
100,
respect.
And that's all I was
100%.
saying. That's all I was saying. Keep the same consistency because it's not even just those two. It's also I forget the lady's name. There's a lady who does the same thing.
She called in. It's Kendra. Kendra called in, and him and Kendra got into it, and then Kendra became one of his number one. Like he pretty much trained her, and now she does what he used to do.
Was she that
Yep.
one that had went back on her platform was like, yeah, this dude tried to talk about me or something like I think was that her or was that somebody else?
No.
I thought that was a Melanie or
They
something like
had
that.
they had a meet. They had a little online thing
Like a bigger one or
because
something.
she used to be against him, so they set up a little meeting. And Kevin Samuels just broke her down. He just gave her the straight game, and she was like, "Okay, Kevin." And then the next thing you know, she turned around, she telling women the exact same thing Kevin Samuels was.
Yeah, because she was basically saying, I could have it all. I can have the career, I can have the husband, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
She was on a mission to be this mogul, whatever, right?
And he said, "What age?" He said, "What age? What age do you start procreating and settling down?" And she couldn't answer the simple question. Sorry.
What age is that? What for women?
She couldn't answer it. She couldn't answer it.
Yeah, because not
No, but like I'm talking about like because they only have eggs for a certain amount of time. Like when does that egg stuff like stop working? I don't know.
Well, women are born with all the eggs they'll ever have. They just stop menstruating. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as I understand it, they stop menstruating after a certain time or something like that, right?
That's what
a
I'm
fact.
saying. I don't know the specifics. You feel me?
Outside of all that, the point is, and the gentleman below me said it best. You can take from it with if you follow anybody 100% of the time, I'm gonna look at you like you're a fool. We could agree on some things, we can agree on most things and be in the same circle, but I'm not gonna agree with you 100% that now you're just a yes person at that point. You know, me and my wife don't even agree 100% of the time. So then I think it gets disingenuous. But just for us to have any kind of progressive discussion or debate, we got to be consistent in our talking points or how we with our logic. Period. And that's why I was more or less trying to I can't find a better word than attack the thought process of when we first answered the prompt, because the thought process is the same way we go at women and other lives. We're doing them same things. It's like, well, how can you speak on it? You're doing these same things. I try to keep the energy consistent, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nazi's up here.
Get a Nazi in, man. What up, my dark-skinned brother?
What up, man?
How you feeling, man?
You know what? I got a little bit more voice now. Still can't cuss at full capacity, so y'all gonna have to excuse me on that. But first of all, y'all gotta stop letting recessive chromosome folks keep talking on this motherfucker. As soon as you get them sounding like a typo, cut them off. Cause it's only gonna go downhill from there. It ain't gonna get no better. Had to say that. But to answer your problem, they hate it for two different reasons. One for telling the truth and the other for being a hypocrite. See, very few people remember when Kevin Samuels was going in on the men. Because when Kevin Samuels was going in on the men, There was none of this. There was no hate. There was no debate. There was no pushback. And yes, he went in on the men. He went overtime on the men. No homo. But whenever he started doing the exact same thing to the women, that's when the hate came in towards him. Look up Auntie Shahrazad Ali. Shahrazad Ali said the same thing that Kevin Samuels was saying. Shahrazad Ali told these women the same thing back in the 60s and the 70s. She was preaching the same message. And the women hated her too. So it don't make no never mind who's telling the message. They just don't want to hear the truth. That's why Kevin was hated. Because he was telling them you can't roll shit in sugar and try to tell me it's a fucking powder jelly donut. It don't work that way. Shahrazad Ali was no different. Don't give me a glass of piss and tell me it's your grandmama peach tea. She was
brilliant.
Shahrazad Ali was and still is very much brilliant. Steve Harvey, on the other hand, is a hypocrite. Because every story he's telling, he is doing the exact opposite. You have no successful marriage, but yet you're giving marriage advice. You have no success in raising kids, but yet you're trying to give advice in raising kids. You have no success in your finances. Your own financial manager took your money. How the fuck you didn't know that over $10 million of your money was missing? And when the IRS came knocking, you was just as dumb as a hillbilly in the city. Didn't know shit from Shanona. So all that advice Steve be pushing out, he don't even take it. His damn self. That's why, my opinion, y'all ain't gotta take it as law. You can look this shit up. Like it's public knowledge. And he even talked about it. I didn't know that my financial manager wasn't paying my taxes. How the fuck you didn't know your taxes wouldn't get paid? How the fuck you ain't know that you owe the IRS over $10 million, but you trying to tell somebody how to be manageable with their own fucking money?
Right.
How the fuck you ain't know that?
Right.
Like 4 plus 4 don't equal 44. So when we look at why these two individuals is hated, and I heard one of the brothers up there say, well, Steve Harvey really wasn't hated until after the Cat Williams situation. Bullshit. Promise you. Steve was exposed long before Cat Williams. The problem was nobody wasn't believing or listening to him. Bernie Mac said it.
That's what I was saying about Bernie,
if you go back and watch the Bernie Mac show, the episode where he brought Chris Rock on there, where Chris Rock was stealing his jokes, that was him taking a shot at Steve Harvey. Go back and it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. That and Bernie Mac talked about it after he made the episode. He said you can't do your comedy in front of other comedians. So Steve Harvey is a hypocrite. That's why he's hated. Kevin Samuels told the truth, and that's why he hated.
Again, I got to challenge y'all. I'm gonna be devil's advocate here.
I agree.
You said you spoke on a marriage. Kevin Samuels was not married.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was about to challenge it too, though. And then I know Deacon gonna have some good stuff too. But I do want to know specifically. You did say that he's a hypocrite. I think everybody a hypocrite to a certain extent. But you said, what specific things you were saying he's a hypocrite to? Because you said, I know you said
marriage,
something. Yeah.
finance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the second one.
That's why you said that's why he's hated, Anasi.
I forgot. It was 3 things. It's marriage, finance, and something else.
The advice that he was given, and children, the advice that he be giving.
Kevin Samuels ever been a hypocrite of anything?
I haven't found him to be one. I'm saying I haven't found him to be one, and no one has come forward to say yes, he was a hypocrite for this, that, or the third. Steve's ex-wife has come forward. Again, his financial situation has come forward. And the kids that ain't even his, and the ones that are his, have all come forward. Like, you see what his stepdaughter, the way that she acted. You really gonna tell me you can give advice about children when Lori Harvey out here acting like Prime 304?
So,
wasn't Kevin Samuels giving marriage advice? Wasn't Kevin Samuels giving marriage advice?
Despite that being true, again, when y'all make certain arguments and statements,
I want Nasi to answer that. Because he said hypocrite, right? Because I think everybody be a hypocrite.
I was going the way y'all was going, and because somebody else was speaking, I was going on that same path.
Yeah, so Nasi, answer that first, and then I want Deacon to go after that. So wasn't Kevin Samuels doing the exact same thing? He was preaching. He was preaching about marriage.
Man, he trying to skip me on purpose.
Dang, bro, you got a couple more times, bro.
Yeah.
You don't notice that you keep on. But all right,
Well,
so
God
Nasi, I'm saying, wasn't Kevin Samuels a hypocrite to what he spoke on? Because he was talking about marriage, and I get it. Yes, he was talking about high value and all that other stuff. But then he also contradicted a lot of stuff he talked about too, because he was living a whole life and all the other stuff or whatever. So, I mean, wasn't he doing hypocritical things too?
If you referring to the fact that he was with a lady the night he died, I don't find that hypocritical in this life. If that's what you're referring to, are you referring to something else?
It's all that. It wasn't just him. Then he messed with Brittany, bonus of Brittany, and I mean, he still was talking to a bunch of females. I mean, he was messing with those. I'm just messing with those.
You see, and that's why I said there's nothing that I found, and I've seen nothing that came forward that said Kevin Samuels was talking to a horde of women at one time. Yeah. As far as like in the sexual relationship, player capacity. I've never seen nothing like that. I ain't riding the nigga nuts, rest in peace, but I'm just telling you what I have not seen. Even after his death, there were so many women who was praising and coming forward saying, I'm glad he did, but nobody was coming forward saying, oh yeah, he was talking to 20 other women at one time. He got 20 kids by 20 women. He got this, he talking about a man should have his finances together, but he died broke, and he died, I didn't see that. Did you? All I saw was they was happy that he passed away, but I never saw one person. I never saw one person come up and say he was broke or he had all these kids by all these women and all this shit going on. Now Steve Harvey on the other hand, you can find fault in the things that he's saying and be like, dude, you ain't practicing what you preach.
Yeah. So
because real talk, bro, real talk. I'm gonna say this shit up, real talk. There ain't too many women I don't know, black, white, Chinese, periwinkle, or polka dot, that would turn down, again, no homo, a man like Michael B. Jordan. There ain't too many women I know that would turn down somebody like Michael B. Jordan just to say she turned him down. Make that shit make sense.
That's not why she did it. A woman with options, just as many options. Make that shit.
Lord has no options.
I'm not my brother. Again, we hurting ourselves with the rhetoric we saying here, and I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but it's not. It wouldn't help any situation. Again, he wasn't married. He messed with he unalive them, though, a white woman, but he played in the playing field about the woman he spoke against. And with the rhetoric of if you ain't got nothing successful, you can't get no advice, then that gives women the ammunition to sit here and say, well, if none of you men are up here married or making six figures or ABC, what advice can you be given?
So the woman that he passed away with, the woman that he was with that he passed away, are you telling me that she was an escort? Is that the news?
As I remember reading correctly, yes.
Was it his wife though? It wasn't his wife.
I don't know about that.
No, I never heard that about. I never heard that.
I could be wrong. I'm not. I say if I remember correctly.
I never even heard that when he died, he was with a woman. I heard the woman that found him dead did work for him.
Now,
but that's
I never heard that she was his escort.
Okay, but we give Kevin Samuels the benefit of the doubt of who he's seen with that he's not necessarily dating. But when it comes to Lori Harvey, she's literally just is. Anytime y'all see her with somebody, y'all just immediately think that she slept with them. And she had two valid relationships.
I mean, but that ain't nothing that we. Like that's some shit we pulling out of thin air. That's going off of her actions.
The fact that Diddy has slutted out. The fact that Diddy has slutted out both Lori Harvey and her mama.
You don't know that. That is an assumption.
No, that's not an assumption. That's not an assumption. That's not an assumption.
Well,
that's not an assumption.
Okay, where are the documents?
No.
I wanted to add this
Diddy
in.
was with
Kevin
both.
Samuels was a
Diddy
celebrity. Steve Harvey
with both
was.
Marjorie and Lori before Steve. But when Steve was in the phase of still talking to Marjorie, Diddy hooked up with him. That shit is public knowledge.
Can I chime in real
Y'all
fast?
talking about?
Yeah, I
Y'all know my voice
definitely know that one though.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Since we talking about Kevin versus Steve, I'm just aside from all the relationships and all the other stuff, Steve Harvey back in his heyday was fresher than any motherfucker on TV. And I put that on hood, bro. See, he had the freshest suits, the perfect edge up. Fro was on point. Steve was fresh as fuck. I never seen Kevin in his heyday, but Steve was fresh. I ain't gonna speak all bad on Steve, because I used to fucks with him back in the day when he had his show, when he had Bullet Head on the show. I used to watch the show. But, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't always just looked at as a bad character. He was
Nah, he
fresh back
wasn't
in
a
the
bad
day.
character really
I'll
till
say
the
that.
internet
That's all
got
I gotta
involved.
say.
Till
That's all I
media
gotta
became
say.
bigger.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Steve is a celebrity, so more people is out there,
Damn.
and people that hate him on a personal level for whatever that happened in the industry outside from what we're talking about here.
That's what it sounds like. That's the reason why I'm actually asking this just to catch the vibe. That's actually why I'm challenging Anasi so bad, because I mess with Kevin Samuels like crazy, but it's not to that point where I act like that I can't see the same thing happening with Kevin Samuels too. Like, it's no way I'm about to be like, well, I don't believe that he's hypocritical either. You know, I'm not. That's a whole nother level. I can't do that because I'm pretty sure that both of them do the exact same thing. So I mean, I get that might be your reason or whatever why you feel like he's hated or whatever. But I think you could do that. If you could do that to him, you could literally do the same thing to Steve Harvey, right?
But see, I'm gonna say this and shut up. The reason why I feel that way is because I used to fuck with Umar. When Umar hit the scene, I was like, all right, this brother up here, he preaching the gospel.
He a clown now.
Black marriages, black economics, black building, black everything. I was with it. Because the moment I found out he don't take care of and ain't never been married, but you're talking about black marriages. The moment I found out he was taking money from folks who was donating to his school, spending it to go wherever.
He owe me $50, bro.
I stopped fucking with him.
I sent that fool $50. He still owe me $50.
But you have clear evidence of what I'm saying.
So
the other stuff is
how I felt about him, the way I felt about him.
I'm sorry. When I was young and I was on the streets and I was doing street activities, and I had brothers that looked up to me. Now, just because I did those things, what I hated about my older cousin, that was his thing. Well, you did it, so why you got mad they do it? I know what this is like, so I'm advising them not to do it. We tell it to our kids. We tell it to the people coming up behind us. So me personally, y'all guys can do what y'all want. I don't follow just because I'm not married or I'm not rich. If I know the avenues, if I know my mistakes that I made and I can prevent the next person, I'm going to give their advice. Now, if you trying to sit here and say the advice is invalid because of where I'm at or where anybody's at in life, a person in prison can get somebody advice when they get out because they know what mistakes they made down the road. Bro, don't do this. This is where it's going to end you up at. We do ourselves a disservice by saying, well, you ain't married, so how you give me advice? I know why I'm not married. I know why I messed up at. It's called accountability. It's called growth. But that's just something I want to put out there for people to think about when we say these things we're saying.
Umar ain't building shit in his pockets to the women in the comments. Umar ain't building a goddamn thing. You mean to tell me after 10 years and millions of dollars later, you still ain't paid the property tax? You still ain't paid the property tax.
Umar's a clown.
And you want to tell me that he's still building a school? Hey, if I want to build a school, I could do that. I can do that. Hey, I can start an escort and go get a nonprofit organization. I can build a school if I want. And guess what? I wouldn't ask nobody to donate. If I want to build a school, I can build it with no donations. Umar is a preacher.
He'll go live in some abandoned building and say, "Look, y'all, we building a school." I'm like, bro, stop. That train left. That train left the station. Nobody building that no more.
If anybody was gonna build a school, it would have been Dr. Umar to do it. Nobody supported him enough to get that project off the fucking ground.
That's not true, bro.
Boy, if you don't get up out of here, you don't know
He made a lot of money.
The whole community rally. You know how much
NBA
money?
players gave him money, bro.
Yo,
David West gave him money.
So much money. You don't know. You don't know half of it. You ain't learned a dang thing about no Dr. Umar.
You can say which side of the fence you on, but that's what I believe. I think with the right avenues, he would have made that school successful. And he didn't have the right support from the community.
What messed him up was lying about sleeping with a stripper. That's what messed him up.
And he shouldn't be doing shit like that either. I'm not saying he could go out there and commit crimes. I'm not saying that. The fuck?
Yo, let me comment on Dr. Umar real quick. Yo, I do think I look at it.
How did he not have the support from the community? This man was on
What's good?
This man was on Nick Cannon's show. This man was on every black community podcast.
Look. Here's the thing you're missing about Dr. Umar, right?
Like somebody make that make sense. How did he not have?
No, it's not that he didn't have. He did have the support, but he didn't have enough support. He could have built it if you found out how much the property was. He didn't have enough for that. I think the property was like 1.2 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know that, right?
No, you don't even sound like you know that.
No. I've been following Dr. Umar for a while now. I honestly think that he didn't have enough support, but also the way that he was moving, it was like he was just a TV personality. He wasn't like a real leader in the black community. He was just doing interviews and stuff like that. So he wasn't really playing his cards right. That's why he didn't get the.
So that means he had the support and he wasn't doing the work.
He didn't have enough financial support.
I ain't never heard of no black leader.
You literally just said like he had the support. They were donating, but he was doing something else. He
run his mouth too much, yo. He wanted the fame.
Support.
That's the issue. Dr. Umar wanted to be famous.
If you watch that live he did about how much the property, it wasn't even a live, it was an interview about how much the property was, how much the school was. He didn't have enough. He only had like 400, 500,000 in the school.
Why did he start that big?
What'd you say?
Why did he start that big?
Well, if you watch his interview, he went through like 3-4 different properties.
The point is,
but here's the problem.
He had enough money to start a school.
He could have easily.
He didn't have,
that's crazy. So do y'all not? That's crazy. I noticed that. No, I noticed that.
After a while, the donation
is not starting a school.
I don't know if there's a delay on this thing.
He could have easily got nonprofit grants.
Is there a delay?
Bro, I'm getting pissed off. I'm about to start dropping people in a minute. So y'all do y'all not see the box moving or something? I don't know what's going on. There's no way that y'all just talking over each other like that. Like it really be one part. Or do y'all got a delay or something?
You got delayed.
I don't know what's going on. Everybody keep going. They literally see the box going.
You got a big delay. I thought it was my phone.
Oh, it might be the Wi-Fi.
I ain't got no delay at all.
Delay.
Yeah, I hear everybody fine.
I thought it was my phone, but you said that.
I don't even know. I thought you. What did you say?
He said we have a delay.
I don't know what. Fix something though, but I think you was. What did you say? I think I seen. I think Soso.
Yeah, we can let Soso go because I'm sure she was probably gonna say what I was saying.
First of all, hi, ma'am. Hi. I don't know you, but hi.
Hi. He got so happy. He was like, Soso.
I know. It's been a minute. We used to ride. Listen, we be on here. We were on here for a long time.
Years I probably did not see you.
Listen, I've been grinding. I've been grinding, building 2 nonprofits. For those of y'all talking about nonprofits, but
and guess what? Salute. Around the country. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, and I just want to say this, like, to be completely transparent. I don't have all the details on. Oh, we froze. Are we still frozen for you?
Good.
Okay. I don't have all the details on Umar, like, if I'm being completely transparent, but the interviews that I have seen, and being somebody that has founded nonprofits and has done the fundraising and tried to, make budgets and make ends meet and all of this stuff. I understand some of the things that he says as far as the support. Somebody mentioned a number like 500K, 400K. That's not building a school. That's barely covering operations to hire the people. Like, you're not building an entire school with 400K. But again, we don't know if that number is correct or not. I think somebody just guessed. And in addition to that, the most recent interview I saw of him was him talking about working with other Black people and how he wanted everything to be done by Black people, but he saw that it wasn't working because, again, a lot of time we don't support each other to support each other. You have to have something in it for yourself, which is cool, right? Everybody got to eat. Right. But the thing is, he was having so many issues when he hired Black contractors. There was always something with materials missing, people getting paid, wanting to get paid more, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I'm just repeating what I heard from him on the interview. And then he said that he found it got to the point where he had to start hiring other races to get stuff done. So again, I don't have all the details, but from what I've seen, I think that he truly wants to do these things. And I would say that he doesn't have all the support that he needs financially. And somebody also mentioned structures. I think that's important. I don't know if he's structured properly. Like you said, somebody also mentioned grants. If you are structured properly, I mean, it's still hard to get grants depending on what it is you're trying to do with those grants. And a lot of them are super specifics. It's rare that you'll find a grant that's just like, oh, here's money, do whatever you want. It's usually for like a specific program that has to follow a specific, outline, et cetera, et cetera. So that might also be his issue. So that's what I wanted to add.
All right.
Okay, so can I respond to that? I'm gonna respond to that. So I did a quick search on how much money did Dr. Umar raise, and not what he was worth, how much he raised for the school, and it fluctuates between 1.5 and $4 million. All right, between 1.5 and $4 million. Now, I'm no private contractor, but whenever he lost the school due to unpaid property taxes, over the course of those 10 years, those taxes came up to a little over $40,000. All right. Now, I'm also no mathematician. I'm in high school. And if you raised anywhere between 1.5 and $4 million, what's 40 grand? You lost the school due to unpaid property taxes. You, ma'am, just said yourself that even though you didn't have the right number, you believed he raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, or excuse me, not misquote you. He said hundreds of thousands of dollars is not enough to fully open a school and etc. And I'm with you on that. Hell, most houses today cost $2,000, $3,000, $400,000, especially
Yes.
if you're in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But 40,000 in property taxes, you lost the school due to 40,000, and I ain't making this shit up. He went live. I still, follow him on social media because, he comedy now. But he went live talking about they trying to take our school, brothers and sisters. We need to raise 40. I said, who the fuck is we? I gave to you. I did. I gave to him. I supported him. Well, what I could support. So when you all of a sudden, you raised millions of dollars and you lost the school to 40 grand, get the fuck out of here.
Can I chime in?
What you got?
I'm not if it did go down like that, I'm honestly not surprised at all, right? Uh, because if you look at everything in its whole, right, he had a good dream, and that's exactly what it was. It was a pipe dream. Because look at it. Okay, say he did get the school open, brother. Schools are funded by property taxes, right, brother? How are you going to pay your teachers? How what if it was going to be an all black school? All of that community wasn't all black, so were you going to fill it with other nationalities? Do you think the parents would have agreed with that? The parents of these other ethnicities would agree with that? Or were you going to ship in other black children from the surrounding areas? And if you were, how were you going to get them there? Everything, he was looking for everything to be donated by people of good heart and good conscience, right? Even the money for the building. And maybe it would have worked, but he had already shown that regardless of his intentions, he was not a good businessman nor a good organizer. Because you cannot sit up here and tell me that you do not have, even in that particular area, no good black contractors.
Right.
You can't sit up here, you can't tell me you didn't have good black plumbers, good black carpenters. That goes more to you not doing your due diligence and being a poor judge of character, and specifically this. Listen, brother, we can want to start whatever particular type of black business we want, but when it comes to business, you need to keep it strictly business. Okay, you want to hire black carpenters, black plumbers, fine. Make sure they are legitimate and of good standing. Just because they black do not mean you hire them. That's what you call being a poor businessman. So yeah, I think he had good intentions, but I mean, he wasn't a good businessman or a good
Facts.
organizer. So as far as Kevin Samuels and Steve Harvey, uh, I didn't agree. I agree about 75% of Kevin Samuels. I don't. Uh, Steve Harvey is a buster. Uh, I'm a pro black. I'm a I'm pro black woman. Okay, I give my wife my whole check. The last 13 years, I always have. That's just a reflection of how I was raised, right? But
That's
Steve
right,
Harvey,
A1.
yeah, well, that's just how I was raised. The reasons behind it, but it's just a reflection. So I believe the house belongs to my wife. It's in her name to give her security. Blah blah blah. A lot of people would call saying that's being a simp. No, it's not. That Negro Steve Harvey, that's what I call a buster and a simp. And the reason I say it specifically is because I tell my wife the truth in a heartbeat. Listen, baby, we need to start working out together, okay? Because I'm getting a little heavy, and I see a little cottage cheese back there. Okay, he won't
Wait,
he
but
won't tell.
A1,
Hmm? He,
I don't think Kevin was calling married men simps. I think he was talking about like single men who were just jumping through hoops for women who barely liked them and just throwing all this money and doing all this extra stuff. I think as a married man, you're expected to treat your wife a certain way and give her certain things. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's what Kevin's message was.
no, I said Steve Harvey. I
Oh, Steve
said
Harvey, my
Steve
bad, my
Harvey.
bad.
Yeah, that bust. He he would never tell the truth. He wanted
So,
to tell
I'm glad you're saying that.
women,
I'm glad you're saying that, A1.
yeah.
Because I do want to, because like I said, I mess with Kevin Samuels heavy, but I still want to know because I'm not trying to treat Steve Harvey the same way I've been treated, like people treat Kevin Samuels. Because I don't know. I heard he was a pander. I heard different things, but I seen clips only just like people seen clips with Kevin Samuels. I want you to say a specific thing that he said that was pandering or whatever. You said that made him a buster. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I've watched a few of his shows and seen a lot of clips. Like, let me see. Uh, man, man, bro, I got to go back and I have to. Okay, thank you. I have to. Thank you, bro.
That's cool
I
though.
have to.
I just
I'm gonna
want
go. I'm gonna go. You're right. I'm gonna go and look. And
I
it just,
appreciate you. I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
you.
I'm gonna go and look because it's
A1.
been so much. It's been so much, bro. I literally just stopped listening to dude. And I
A1.
land with this. Let me land with this. I'm a land. I'm a land saying this that uh I don't believe you should judge a person by their far past. I believe I want to see what type of man or woman you are today, the reflection of who and what you are today. But listen, brother, come on, man. When you're a repeat divorcee and the circumstances of your divorce, bro, uh, you're gonna be the last person I listen to. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna have nothing good to say, but bro, you're gonna be the last person I listen to, Negro. You a failure.
That's y'all know. You know that Kevin Samuels was a multi-divorce too. Both of them was though. So
He would, but he did not put himself forth as a role model for marriage. Steve Harvey does.
No, he didn't. People put him in that position. So I'm gonna ask you, sir, do you believe in
Right.
protecting profession providing for listen, do you believe in protecting profession providing for your wife?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Do you
So
believe that if you ain't together, that you should get on your grind and and not sit around a woman and be in a good place to be in a position to find a wife?
We might be delayed.
Well, no, that's where it dip. No, because if my wife leave me, bro, the way I was raised, until
I
my
didn't say
children are adult.
that,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. Go ahead. What was the question?
Can you guys
Wait,
hear?
hold on. Wait, the host
Yeah,
is
we
that's
can
why I
hear.
stopped. The host is going.
no, Deacon got a good question though. I just want to get one more person in, then we can go back to the open panel though. See if I and say nothing. So A1, yeah, we got your perspective a little bit. I just wanted to ask that one
Deacon,
question.
don't forget your question because I want to hear it too.
And CFO, what you got for me? And Nasi,
CFO.
yeah. Well, okay. Nasi was Nasi before Deacon. Yeah, okay. I probably got to get a Nasi. Then you, Deacon. I know you got a good question. CFO, what you got for me, brother? I got to give y'all like a timer so I can actually keep up because this is kind of hard. So I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes. CFO, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, my brother. What you got for me, man? You think you heard? You want to address or the topic?
He's a pander. He's a pander, bro. Give y'all forewarning. He really hates women. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
You know my name is good in these streets. Look, okay, so Kevin Samuels and Stephen Harvey, why are they really hated? Wow, I think they got hate for different reasons, but quite frankly, it stems from they're very consistent and direct with their words of choice. Let's start with Kevin Samuels, and it talks to your bottom question where it says, better advice and why. Why did Kevin Samuels or Steve Harvey say, or what did they say that wasn't true? Okay, let me start with the first part. I'll tell you this. What Kevin Samuels did was basically said what many men have been saying or have never had the courage to maybe say publicly. True. And he was able to find a way to monetize it on a platform where he started with men, then it wasn't gaining traction because more women are on the internet, social media, that when he started talking to women about the women, then his social media clips, call them gaslighting or call them rage bait, made him popular because most people who had an issue with him never really listened to any of his shows. They heard the sound bites. But when they did, here's the things they didn't like. His tone. Here's the things they didn't like. His dismissiveness. What they never considered was he didn't start the fight oftentimes. I can't speak to, I didn't see every single one of his shows, but I know some things he did say which was pretty clear. And he used to use this great analogy of sign, S-I-G-N. Women who tend to shame, ignore, I think it was, I forgot the acronym, something G and then need to be right.
Need to be right.
I think gaslight.
And
right.
it might have been gaslighting. Whatever the case may be, this became sort of the mantra of identifying women who actually try to.
Your time up,
my
bro.
bad.
My bad.
Hey.
Wait, let him finish, please. I was listening, Kevin.
All right, man. All right. So real quick, I'm gonna give you 1 more minute because I gotta get everybody else in here though. Go ahead, CFO, if you could wrap it up.
I appreciate it. So yeah, I mean that was what I think drew the ire of a lot of women because exposure and accountability is a tough thing in the BLK and in all women's, I think, hemisphere. With Steve Harvey, it was because of his he couldn't practice what he preaches. I mean, having been a multi-time marriage person and how he got his last wife, it was clear that him trying to write the book and then monetizing it into a movie became the lightning rod for his behavior. It showed up in his comedy when he was doing Kings of Comedy, when he was jealous of, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. But the idea is that his attitudes showed that, you know what, he isn't really that dude. He really cares about the money. And it even showed up one last time when he was dealing with Monique in that little interaction. So I land.
All right, for sure. Appreciate you. Timothy, the last one, then we go back to open panel. I think Deacon had a question too, though, so we're going to get you. Timothy.
Yeah, one thing I could say, and I don't mean to be off subject. One thing I got appreciated about Kevin Samuels is that a lot of times the younger women will come on the show and they really would not have a good perspective as far as what men actually make, what type of income they make, that sort of thing. And then a lot of them will come. Someone will come on with these different dreams. They wanted to do this thing. They wanted to open up their own healthcare facility, do this. And plus, they wanted to have a child. What he did, he put everything in the proper perspective for them to see that what they were doing was unrealistic. Because sometimes people don't really understand, the economic framework that they're dealing with. When it comes to finding a partner and stuff like that, what is and what's not realistic. And he was pointing out also that it's important, to be willing to work with someone else. That's the main key thing. And I think, and it's not all women, but a lot of people these days, period, they want things, handed to them in a silver spoon. But he showed them how unrealistic it was, for most of them to expect to find a man that was a six figure, what he labeled, whatever label he had. But so I appreciated him for that. I think he was a good value, I think, for women that were really naive about, the economics and stuff like that. And that's what I want to say about that.
You finished, my brother? I don't want to talk over nobody.
Yeah, I'm finished.
I think it's my bad. I think it's a Nasi, then it's you, Deacon.
Go ahead.
So to answer your question, Kel, when you asked everyone about what was something that Steve Harvey said that made him be a buster, the book he wrote, telling women to is act like a man is the asinine dumbest thing you can tell a woman to do. That's the stupidest thing you can tell a woman to do is act like a man. Because if you put your hands on me, I promise you, I'm folding your ass up like origami. Gender neutral. These hands can get it left or right. Simple as that. That's the dumbest thing you can tell a woman to do, to act like a man. Because let me tell y'all ladies something. When men realize ain't no more talk, there ain't no more talk, the next step after that is some furniture about to be moved. That's the next step.
Bro,
and if it go further than that, it's going to be some fly bringing and so saying. Well, even to think like a man,
not act like a man.
Hold on, little, because I'm going to address all that.
Okay, well, I had it. Regardless of the fact that it is, to tell them to do anything like a man is crazy. It's telling a dog to behave like a cat, or a cat to act or believe or think like a dog. It don't matter. It's crazy. And two, the second part of it is, see, his first marriage failed because he wasn't around. His second marriage, not only did he do the same thing, but it failed because of infidelity. So again, why should we listen to this clown who keeps showing over and over and over he don't practice what he preach? Make it make sense.
Okay. Again, y'all doing us a disservice up here with this conversation. First off, words matter. It's act like a woman, think like a man. So and again, it's understanding of how the men think that we don't think like them. That's the third time he's saying it. Secondly, Kevin Samuels was a man. Y'all arguments is inconsistent because Kevin Samuels wasn't married. He's also got multiple divorces. So y'all argue with the same points a lot of women argue with that we disagree with, and y'all showing the same thing. Like the men or not, the only thing different really about a lot of what they said was their delivery. That's why more women cater to Steve Harvey and why more men cater to Kevin Samuels, was because of the delivery of how what was said, which what most people have a problem with these days is delivery instead of the actual message.
We were just looking at that too, though.
Did Kevin push marriage, or did he push choose better partners?
That's the same thing. Did you read the book? Did you read the book?
I Because I don't
Oh,
let
y'all speaking on something y'all don't even know. I read both books, sir. He
I
was
judge a
telling
book
me.
by its cover.
So the
I
question,
judge a book by its
sir,
cover. I
Anansi,
listen and I judge.
Steve
listen.
Harvey
I
said that a
judge the
woman could
book
have
by
it
its
all.
cover.
He
Steve
did not say
Harvey
women can
said a
have it
woman
all.
could have it all.
You trying to compare Steve to
I'm
Kevin
trying
when
to.
there ain't no comparison.
So
There ain't no comparison.
before we stop,
Why isn't it a comparison? This is what I really want to talk about, though. Like, because I used to
well,
Because it's oranges to
Anansi,
onions,
if I
Kev.
can, sir, if I can finish, because you jumped
Go
back
ahead.
in. The questions I was asking y'all, because y'all say y'all married, y'all saying y'all agree with. Guess who said that? Steve. Steve said that. Protect your wife, profess your love, provide for your family. About not being a broke man trying to be out here dating, Steve and Kevin both spoke on that, telling men how to be men and how to move on in the world. Neither one of them proclaimed themselves or put themselves out there to be the gurus. They're proclaimed by their audience. A lot of the things was, whether y'all want to believe it or not, it was the same. And y'all saying what y'all feel. Y'all haven't read anything. And then y'all bringing in his personal relations with other celebrities that has nothing to do with the topic we're talking about. When we're talking about their message on
Well,
advice.
can I ask this, Deacon?
I didn't worry nothing about his other celebrities. I talked about his previous failed marriages and why they failed, and now he felt like he's good enough to write a book on why you should and how to have a successful marriage. Make it
I
make
think
sense.
What's a successful marriage? Go ahead, so.
yeah. Thank you, sis. I think like I understand both sides. I think what what CFO and Anansi are saying is that there is less of a focus on marriage on Kevin's side and more on accountability for women versus Steve that focused on relationships. I think that is the difference between the two, at least from my point of view. Because I've never, well, I mean, again, I haven't seen all of Kevin's videos, but the clips and some of the videos that I have watched were about, hey, you're in this position in your life. Why do you expect this? Let's be realistic. Let's bring you back down to earth. Let's see what's closest to you. What is low hanging fruit around you?
But
That's
so
what I got from most of Kevin's. But on Steve's side, like even on his show now, like people will ask him about relationships. You know, I'm ready to be serious about dating. I wanna be married. I wanna do this. Like, give me advice. You know what I mean? So he focuses a lot on relationship, long term marriage, etc. And then Kevin is just like, if you want to date, like be this way, be at this level, expect this, or be realistic, etc. Does that make sense, Deacon?
No, because what you're saying is again what I've been saying. They're talking on the same thing. Kevin's talking about how to be in a relationship. Steve is talking about how to be in a relationship. Different
Right, but
approaches.
that's too general though. They're both everybody's talking about relationship. We can agree to that.
They're both talking about where you should be at to be in a relationship. Kevin was more blunt
No, you're
and catered to what
generalizing.
men was. Kevin was more
Bring
blunt.
it down to 1,000 foot.
I mean, wouldn't they have both of their advice would have to be based off of single people, right? So it gotta both of them had to have some type of advice they was saying like why you're not getting what you're getting. That's I mean that's
Exactly.
what that
But
is.
why you're not getting what you're getting
I
has
think we
nothing to
agree.
do.
Not
Oh, go ahead.
necessarily. Kevin Samuels
Let me add
focused
this
on the
point.
ones who wasn't with nobody. Steve talked to people who were either looking for somebody and who was already with somebody to figure out how they can make a relationship better. Kevin
That's what
focused on the
Kevin did.
beginning of
Yeah,
a relationship.
y'all
Kevin
are
focused
killing
on the beginning of if you looking for a partner, a wife or a husband, this is what you need to be doing at the current state and stage of your life. Steve was focused more so on when you already got it and you can still have this, that, and the third.
no.
Not true.
Bruh.
Also,
Here's my take.
So you
When
telling me
you
Steve
look at the
okay,
converse,
so if I pull up a clip from the Steve Harvey show, you won't see him talking to somebody who was already married or in a relationship. You tell me I won't find that?
but you're
All right,
gonna,
all
yeah,
right, all right, bet.
but you're gonna pull up a clip also of him speaking to single people,
Right.
plenty of times. The same way, whatchamacallit, Kevin Samuels also spoke to a married person that called or whatever. I get it.
wait,
I was
Steve.
telling Kev that too. I was telling Kev that majority of the time Steve was talking about how to keep, you know what I'm saying, how to keep a relationship. Um But also, Steve has been married for over 17 years. I'm not sure why people are saying
You
he
mean the
doesn't
last
have.
marriage?
Huh?
You talking about his last marriage, his current marriage, and now?
Yes, yes. And also, somebody said he's writing books about marriage. Where? What's the name of the book?
No, I don't think they said it about marriage. They just say here.
He was giving advice about marriage.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
say that. I ain't say that. I said he was giving advice about marriage.
It wasn't Kevin
Okay,
Samuels' end
but
goal to
what
get
is the
married?
problem
I'm
if
sorry.
people are asking for
No.
advice? That's literally the same thing Kevin Samuels does. And I don't know, it's the point that you guys keep bringing up that he's been divorced several times. And we don't know what happened in Kevin Samuels' divorces either. It's just because Harvey
Wait.
has a
So
lot
what? So what?
more. Huh? I'm
So
sorry?
what I'm hearing you say is you're giving grace to somebody who we have data on just because you don't have the data on another.
I'm
No.
saying they are giving grace to Kevin Samuels that they are not giving to Steve Harvey.
I'm not
Right,
giving
but
Kevin
because we
Samuels
have
no
data on
grace.
Steve Harvey. That's my problem with the
Rachel, you just
statement.
asked a question.
What data? You
Rachel,
guys
you just asked a
literally
question.
have not listed any data. All you guys have said is he had a failed marriage. And also,
Okay, Rachel.
his wife coming to tell her side of the story does not mean that there's always two sides to the story.
You've not heard from his first
You're
wife? You don't
absolutely
remember
right.
that whole?
You're
You don't
absolutely
remember how
right.
his first wife, he talks about
One
it.
second, bro. You're absolutely right, Rachel. There's two sides to every story. But Steve has neither denied nor confirmed what she put out to be true or not. So you asked the question, allow me to answer. What's wrong with asking or giving someone marital advice? Absolutely nothing. If the advice that you give is to tell people, this is where I fucked up. Don't do what I did. Don't be out there being promiscuous. Don't be out there not paying your wife no attention. Don't be out there not be home. Don't
Sir,
be
so
out there
by
being
your
an
logic,
infidel.
I'm not listening to Kevin Samuels because he's not married. He's not married, never been married. Why should I listen to him?
Excuse me.
But Kevin never
I
said
was answering
marriage.
those. I was answering the host. You asked, what's wrong with getting advice? Nothing's wrong with getting advice. But I'm not going to take advice from you if you ain't going to tell me the truth. Tell me what you would have done different to save your marriage. Tell me what you are doing now to save your marriage. Don't just start writing and making up shit and expect it to make sense when everybody else is saying that ain't what you did last time.
And Kevin Samuels was married before he
You
was
don't even
divorced.
follow Steve Harvey to even know when he would have done that or said that. Like if somebody went up to him and said, "Hey, what would you have done differently?"
Hold on, host. I want to
I
correct something
mean,
real
when it
quick.
comes to Steve Harvey, he has
Wait. Y'all
voiced.
keep saying Kevin Samuels was not. People that came on for relationship advice and hopes to find somebody that they would marry. They went, from what we know, on his show to look for somebody to grow a future with, get married to. And they wasn't
Not
They
being realistic about
necessarily.
they
they
stand
actually
for.
went on his show to get information about themselves, and they were asked why they wouldn't be considered high value this or high value that, and he would give them life
Yep.
advice. He
We're
was
being
more so a life
disingenuous.
coach, and it really wasn't more so about relationships or any of that.
Yep.
So, and Kevin Samuels was married. He was the divorced man. If you follow him, he told you that.
We said that. We said that. That what we're saying is that
Wait,
some
but
people
Deacon, did you
are
hear
people.
that?
Nah, Deacon, you did just
Yes.
say that he wasn't married.
Because I think that's a great
I,
point as
I
far as
said
like
he's not.
putting a distinction between the two
Oh,
of them. Like again, like you can be a person that say we're all talking about the beauty industry. I can talk about
Mm-hmm.
makeup and you could talk about body care, right? But it's still the beauty
Mm-hmm.
industry. And I think we're generalizing like, yes, we could agree that they all talk about relationship. But I think what Barbara just said about him being more of a life coach and Steve being more of like a
Mm-hmm.
relationship quote unquote guru, that would be a
Mm-hmm.
distinction. I think that like does that
well,
make sense, Deacon? Would you
it
say
makes
you
sense.
see that?
Again, it makes sense. So first thing first, to answer the brother.
Yes.
Said he's not. Wait, give me. Y'all come in both, and then y'all cut me off right when I'm answering.
I'm sorry, I just
Oh,
said yes, I'm gonna mute.
I'm sorry. When I say he's divorced, because I know, when I say he's not married, because I know he had the divorces, and when he passed,
Mm-hmm.
may he rest in peace, he was not married. I was going with
Righteous.
the rhetoric that everybody else is pushing.
Well,
It's
I didn't know of the
biased.
rhetoric everybody else push. I'm sorry for cutting you off, brother. I didn't know, and when I just spoke off what I just heard when I recently came back
Yeah,
into the room.
I was saying they're
So
not
my
being fair
apologies
with
on that.
they're not being consistent with the logic is what I was trying to
Right.
point out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now to the sister, it's different perspective, but a lot of those people came up because it was advice on me. Where, like you said, Kevin Sims attacked you, but they were looking to be in a relationship. They want to know what made them a top pick to be in a relationship. Now maybe
Or how they
Steve
would
was,
get a top pick.
yeah. Now maybe Steve was more direct and focused. Again, like I said, it's different perspectives, and the delivery was different, but
I
the
hear you.
goal
I
the goal
actually
was the
heard a
same.
video where they spoke on the same talking point. They just delivered it different. That's all that was, though. So they a lot of times they was speaking on the same thing, but they just had a different way they delivered it, though.
I mean, but the ultimate end goal was different. The ultimate end goal for Kevin Samuel was trying to get you to look at self.
Ultimate goal could be the difference with the same exact person saying the same thing to many different people. So that's of course a piece of that.
I mean, there's multiple.
And
Yeah. Okay.
the fact is that a lot both of them as I listen to a couple videos so far that it seemed like they had the same talking points, but it was delivered differently. That's all it was. One of them was more soft and one of them was more direct. That's all that was.
But they had. I mean, you could say they had the same talking points because kind of how she just pointed out. If you're working in the beauty industry and one person talk about makeup and another one talking about body care, like she said, pointed that out. While it may be in the same genre, it's two different. It is two different
So what
things.
was the two difference then? What was the two difference?
Kevin Samuels was more so giving you self advice on how you could better yourself and what do you need to do. And a lot of his shit was revolved around people wanting to be high value. Rather, it was a man viewing himself to be a high value man, or if it was a woman viewing herself to be a high value woman and wanting a person that's also of high value. That's different far as wise with Steve. If I'm going to Steve Harvey and I want something.
I know you're talking about all that, but of course, if we gonna break it down, of course, we might as well say that Steve Harvey's a comedian and all the other stuff.
Well, no, I'm not break. I'm just more so
They
breaking.
have multiple things. I ain't talking about when they talking about relationships itself, right? A lot of their talking points was kind of similar. It was like I got this video that was saying that I guess this woman was asking about
why do men lie?
What? Yeah, something like that. And Steve Harvey put it in a softer way or whatever. And Kevin Samuels like, y'all can't take the truth. That's he just was direct with it. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the same thing. What you call it said? Steve Harvey said, but he said it in a lighter way, in a more presented way. Like, man, really, he got to, you know.
Nah, he said. Wait,
what he said?
He said, because we're scared of your reaction.
Oh, soft. Yeah. He was still soft. So he just.
That's not soft. Okay.
I mean, you can't really say one is soft and one is hard.
What the problem is?
I mean, one is direct and one is kind of like beating around the bush about this thing.
Either way, it's not beating around the bush. He literally said what y'all men be saying in these damn lives all the time.
Well, I think a more direct thing that he could have said was that
something y'all just overreact. It's the same thing.
Oh, Barbara, you got some background noise. I think even that I would agree with. I can't remember who said it, but I would agree that is soft, Rachel, because they could be like, oh, it's because y'all don't know how to emotionally regulate. Like it's not necessarily because they fear, like they have actual fear of us. It's because how we're gonna react, which is rooted in how a lot of women don't emotionally regulate.
He didn't say fear of the women. He said fear of their reaction. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
What I mean, I don't mean. Okay. It's more soft, but it is direct.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Because people are talking about Steve Harvey beats around the bush and he sugarcoats it. I've seen him be direct.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him
be direct. I mean, direct in what sense?
Different angle to not hurt their feelings.
It goes back
so
to what I
tiptoe around it. It's more so you think you're gonna tiptoe. What I'm saying is, it's a difference from saying that you're a fat ass versus saying that you just
hear that their partner is scared of them.
Oh, we gotta be honest.
What's up?
He said it in a way where the women would cater to it, and that's why he had it more of.
Thank you, and that's the knock on the brother because he more so catered to the women, not really cater.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, that's my fault.
We relate to a lot of men relate to Kevin Samuels because his delivery. Both direct, different deliveries, more soft, more aggressive. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, the truth is right there. And then a lot of people even commented, didn't even care to read the book or anything else and bring up everything else that has nothing to do with what the topic is. We've already proven that.
My thing
So we
is,
really
I think
want to.
sometimes. Oh, go ahead, CFO.
So what I gathered when I was listening was we really just want to talk about the things that on a parallel scale that they do, not talking about the two individuals and what they've done. Is that correct?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Well, I mean, because that really delineates the two, because obviously one is he lived 60 something years, and the other one lived for about 45. I don't know how Kevin.
Nah, he was probably. I think he was 50. In his early 50s, bro. He was like 51, 50s. 52, something like that.
And one was a TV personality, and one was an internet personality. I think the context of comparing the two in the specific lane of similarities, we could have that conversation and draw it down from relationship down to delivery, like we just discussed. But when you talk about the two individuals, I think about, I get a lot of back feedback, but I think about the other side of the conversation of how many women appreciated Kevin Samuels and what they learned through his experience, and how many men appreciated Steve Harvey.
I mean, even with hearing that, I better go ahead, Brother Deacon.
I'm just telling him, yeah, he's along lines. He's right in layman's terms, yeah.
That was a good point, CFO. Because I'm just wondering, like, why are men so upset with Steve Harvey? Like,
I mean, because a lot of his messaging was
up on game the same way that what you would call it, Kevin.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. It's a difference. It's a difference. Because
the difference. You should say the difference.
I mean, I didn't get it.
Let's talk about the lies.
Okay.
We got a chance to see him tell stories that garnered him favor to stardom, let's call it that. And then we find out later, well, actually, your story about homelessness to success wasn't true. You were never homeless.
Steve was never homeless?
Steve Harvey?
No. Yeah, that was the big
what he
gotcha
said in his
or
mouth?
Wait, so where was he?
It was debunked that he was never. You got to go back to go to the Shay Shay room. Cat Williams, he brings it up again.
Oh wow!
About how Steve Harvey lies about this thing.
No, okay.
But
see,
yet,
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I be believing everything that Cat Williams says.
Listen,
come on, y'all.
Listen. Stay with me before you judge the man.
No,
remember,
I'm just asking for proof.
None of us know.
I'm not judging Cat Williams, but go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, none of us know any of them. So you have to ask yourself, why do you believe one man's story versus another?
Okay.
But what we can do is, hang on. But what we can do is take independent sources that are not rebutted. Because now we got a person that Steve Harvey had an opportunity to address his wife, his first wife, and the abuse and the cheating.
He actually did.
When did he talk about that?
Actually, it was debunked because the police report told that there was no abuse.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that one. I missed that, but thank you for sharing that. And what about for the second? And what about for the second wife? When Marjorie came into the scene? Well, we understand that there was a little bit of overlap here with Marjorie.
He didn't. He's fine. He admits to infidelity or alludes to it. Like, there's a whole bunch of men that committed infidelity.
Wait.
So he was in the streets.
So what does that mean? So
damn, she said all men cheat.
She didn't say that.
She said, "What man?"
But this is why I bring it up. You asked the question.
Y'all can't hear me. Y'all can hear me.
Go ahead.
I can't hear what the. I shouldn't have to yell. That's crazy. All right, so I don't. Whatever, man. They shouldn't know it's a delay. If they see my mouth moving, then whatever. Because that's okay. All right, so I ain't even trying to be like that. It's just like that. It's gonna be so irritating when you try to talk. But I was gonna say now. Say if the role, because I want y'all to get to like what I'm trying to get to is that say if the roles switch, right? Because I see everybody have because I believe this when people have a bias against somebody, they're going to find every last reason why they should not mess with this person or something like that. So say if the roles was the switch and Kevin Samuels was the cheater instead and had the the married and all the other stuff. I'm trying to dig to the why shouldn't you listen to him or why should you listen to him? On both ends. Like what did they say that was so terrible that you should listen to him? Because all I'm hearing is he contradicting, but Kevin Samuels could be contradicted. That's gonna make somebody stop listening to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Hey,
trying to
host.
see.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to
mean,
see.
like Kevin Samuels, a lot of people
Let me say
mess
this,
with Kevin
host.
Samuels
Let the
because of
host
how
finish
his
speaking.
voice.
It's his live. Y'all cut them off. Let him finish speaking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get. It's a reason why I'm doing this topic like this. That's all I'm trying to get to though. So I do, if y'all can try to answer the bet like how I just like how to present it. If the roles were switch, what did they say so dangerous or not that make you want to, or is it just a bias that's making y'all want not to look into the other people or do the deep research and all that? That background get me, but basically,
Host, if you could be so kind, and let me
You got
just
a lot of
back up before
background
you jump
noise.
to. Yeah, it's a lot of background noise. If you could be so kind, my response was not about favorite or not favorite. I think the question was asked, why do men actually not like Steve Harvey? Whether it's true or not, this
CFO,
is the information.
CFO, this ain't. No, this was not
What
no
the hell?
response towards you. Why you centering yourself? I'm literally this. I'm
No,
telling
no,
you.
sit in my.
I'm telling you my point of view. I mean, not my point of view. The reason why I'm doing this topic. That's all I'm saying.
I got
I'm
an
saying
answer for you,
I'm
Kevin.
getting everybody to see if y'all can. This is a new, just basically just a new question for the whole panel. That's all it is. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm just asking if the roles was the switch.
I,
I want to break it down and see what specifically that you would not take advice from Steve Harvey, or would you take it if they was like the roles reversed, if he was the cheater instead and instead of Kevin Samuels, and if Kevin Samuels the married one or something like that, like what is like the deep reason why we do or don't like these people? That's all I'm trying to get to.
What I take from this is people are just being biased. Steve Harvey's more of a celebrity, so more of his business is out there. We don't know that much about Kevin Smith's personal life, because he could have been just as bad or worse than Steve. He could have been better. We don't know. He was just an influencer. He was popular on the internet. So when we get down, that's why I keep trying to bring it back to when we get down to the message they were saying. Outside from the delivery, a lot of the things they said is the same, but it seems like a lot of people that's coming up or responding can't get past their biases to see that. And I'll leave it there for now.
He actually talked about that though with Kevin. He actually talked about his own personal life and talked about how he was a simp before when he was, far as being married. And I think he brought up the fact that he had been married more than once. I think he said he was married twice, twice divorced, if I'm not sure. I
Well,
could be
he said he
wrong
don't
on
like
that.
him.
Don't quote me
He
on
don't like him
that.
because he's a simp.
No, he said no, 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 no. I never said I did or didn't like him for anything. I just said that was something that he voiced about himself.
So
You
I'm trying to
know,
see what you answering though, because I asked a whole total different question though.
Please ask your question again because it sounded like a ball of yarn.
Man, I need y'all to really listen, man. That's oh my
wait,
gosh.
you
Kevin.
said on reason, you said if the
So
roles was reversed, and you
yeah,
said if the roles are reversed, why a person would or would not like or feel like why they is or is not qualified to speak on certain topics. Me personally, I'm not looking at neither one of them like, hey, because you was married or because you wasn't married, you can't speak on this. That's me personally. I'm
And
not
there's some
looking
people
at
that
them
been
in
in
that
this
manner.
box that said that though. They find issues
Righteousness.
that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, because once we say
Okay.
one thing, we because even with the homelessness thing, right? That
Hey
even
y'all.
like they're literally using all these people like that. No, he wasn't.
wait,
Rich
y'all
and
was talking about homelessness. Can we talk about that
yeah, you
again?
guys can look like the thing is, it feels like nobody's even actually looking it up. They just like soon as somebody says something about bad about Steve Harvey, they just believe it, and it's the same thing with all these
Kevin
other
Samuels.
the same thing with Kevin Samuels, right? So I looked it up. Rich and Becky List were the people that helped him when he was homeless at 26. Right, gave him a job, credit, and they surprised him on his show, right? They were the people that came and surprised him on his show. You can't even really see it. Okay?
His big beard ass for the cry. Mr.
That's not a beard. That's a mustache.
Hey, that man,
Steve Harvey
boy.
ain't
Hey,
never had
that
no
boy ain't
beard.
the real life Mr. Potato Head. I don't know who is.
That's a caterpillar, and it looked like
Nah,
it's
but
Wait,
hey,
but
venomous.
nah, that's some real shit though. I
No,
mean,
but the
you
thing
know,
is, like, you know, people not having sympathy that he is just a human being,
right.
and like he's having a heartfelt moment, right? And nobody cares because they just hate this guy and have no real reason why. It's legit a
I
bias.
mean, it's a
but
bias, but it's also due to a
Kevin
lot of.
Samuels, that was the one that they
here's
put
the
in the
It's a
thing.
lot of
fire.
biasness due to a lot
No,
of
but
the
y'all won't even admit
information
it.
that
Y'all
came
won't
out
even
about
admit
Steve Harvey. That's why a lot of people have the biasness towards him. Like a person said, he's like y'all brought up the fact that he's a star. So a lot of what he do, and what he's done has been under a magnifying,
Microscope.
like microscope. People are able to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus Kevin Samuels, he's an internet
Do you have a mind
personality.
of your own,
You
though? That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, that's the whole point of my question. Do y'all literally have
But
a mind of your own
Kevin, you
instead of
answered
instead of
Kevin.
listening instead of listening to hearsay, right? Instead of listening to hearsay, they said, "Oh, I heard this from this, and I got that." Like, did y'all ever do your own research to see? Because that's what I had to do with Kevin Samuels. I messed with Kevin Samuels with heavy though, but at least I took the time to see why everybody didn't like him. I will admit that I have not took the time to look up and see what why everybody don't like Steve Harvey. But then I'm
I
asking
actually
y'all
have
questions, and
so.
y'all just keep giving me what stuff that y'all heard from other people, or y'all don't even have legit a legit answer to it. Y'all just going off of, well, I seen this and I heard this or something like that. Then y'all go to his personal, and I'm like, you could literally go to Kevin Samuels' personal, because he wasn't a perfect person either. So to act like he's a perfect person to make your point, that like it shows y'all don't know that much about these people. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Ooh.
in a way, I guess I'm trying to catch y'all biases. I don't see it.
The thing is, Kevin, you answered your own question in the question when you initially asked it. And it's that we're gonna continue to have biases. Like everyone's gonna have a bias. My biggest issue with the difference, the difference between the two is, and I think Deacon brought it up, was that the biggest difference is the delivery, right? They have similar messages, and I can get behind that, right? The thing is, me personally, I don't expect a certain type of delivery from strangers on the internet, right? And I think that's why there was such an uproar on, and I'll speak from a woman's perspective with Kevin Samuels versus Steve Harvey, because apparently all these women felt like he should have catered, he should have some sympathy, he should have had all. I don't expect any of that from strangers on the internet. I don't know this person. Like if it was my dad talking to me like that, it might have been a whole different story. If it was my brother, if it was my best friend, that's a guy, my cousin, any like people that I know and that should love me in real life, I would understand that reaction. But a random guy on the internet got y'all acting out like this? That's insane. Right. So it's in delivery, and we're never gonna get away from that bias. So I don't know what else you want, Kevin.
Let me ask you a question, Kev. Let me ask that question.
We're making people aware.
It's almost like as if.
I like to dig in a little bit.
Let me answer that question, Kev. Okay. So if the roles were reversed, I would still feel the same entirely. Now, nothing that I said could be disproved. Everything I said, I knew about. I never said nothing that I didn't know about. Even if I go and tell you right now, you can go look on the Steve Harvey show where he had Keke Palmer on there, and this Negro lied through the buck of his teeth, talking about he ain't never seen the movie Titanic. Your lying, bald-headed potato ass was just on the Kings of Comedy talking about what would happen to black people if Earth, Wind, and Fire was a band on Titanic. Hey, you just finding a reason to lie because it's gonna get you laughs. Let's stop the bullshit. If the roles were reversed, I would not feel no different. The reason, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, why men gravitate towards Kevin and Steve, because
That's something I wanted to touch on.
Steve is a panderer. Name me one time you heard Steve scold women. Name me one time you heard Steve chastise women. Name me one time when you heard Steve
about the Titanic, brother. Like you still
will you name me one time where Steve went after the women as much as he told men that y'all don't need to be and shouldn't be doing this and that? because he got plenty of smoke for the men. Plenty of smoke for what men should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Kevin,
sound like
on
the
the other
women
hand,
about Kevin Samuels.
Then you
Kevin, on
got
the
to
Y'all
look
other
at
sound like
his
hand, excuse
crowd. You
me,
got
I
to
ain't
look
done,
at
I ain't
who
done, I ain't done,
subscribed to
I ain't
him.
done, I ain't done. I know that women and simps, but when it came down to Kevin,
I ain't
Kevin
gonna say
had
that,
heat for
but
both the men and he had heat for the women. Steve only had heat for the men. That's what my issue. That's
You
what my
saying if
biggest
I
issue
look up
is
a
with him.
video,
He
I should
only
find
had
something?
heat for the men.
So if I look up a video, I should find Steve talking against a woman. Then okay, I got you. I'll see. I'll see if I can find one though. So let me get preaching
Go
and
ahead, find me one.
yeah, I'll look for one.
Yeah, do your research.
Uh,
Cause I ain't seen one yet.
oh yeah,
I
you
ain't
better
heard of
not let
one
me
and I ain't
find
seen
one
one.
then, cause I don't stick my chest out on stuff I don't know, so I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna
Host.
look it up, and if I find one,
Yeah,
you better
we know
you better
we
not be
know
wrong
because
if I
Steve light
find
skinned and
one.
you Steve light skinned
he
and you
said he
light
said he
skinned.
said
Hope.
he said Steve
You got
Harvey
at
and me.
least
That's
find
what
three
they got to
now.
do
You
with
got to
anything?
find at least three.
He
It's
gonna probably
one.
change it once I find it though. He gonna be like, no, that's not scolding.
Host.
I mean,
You
because
can
it
go.
is a difference,
I
man. Like,
Yeah, but that's it sounds like a subjective thing. That means that if I do find something, that means you're gonna be like, well, that's not scolded. Well, they deliver different though. So how can we can't make
I
that
just
comparison?
told you.
one thing about that man
I just
Kevin, he
told you
never
that
catered to nobody.
I have not seen it. I have not, and I used to watch his show religiously. I used to watch his
I'm
show.
gonna review
I'm
it too
trying
because
to tell.
I'm not that much of a Kevin Samuels fan that I'm not gonna not look it up. So I'll see if I find it.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna reveal it to you then. Since
You can look on.
you never seen, it, I'll show you. Preach. I
You,
gotta get Preach and Pretty
go
in because
ahead.
they haven't went and did Tasha.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Wait,
What you
wait.
got, Preach?
Pretty's
Oh
been
no.
sitting here for a minute.
I
Yeah, Pretty came in after Preach.
yeah.
Preach been in for a long time.
Say her name. Lord
Yeah.
Jesus.
I got one. I appreciate you letting me up. This
Huh?
cool conversation. Um. I got one off the top of my head. It actually went viral. It's when he was talking to this lady about how she went out to dinner with a dude and they had a couple of dates and it was giving signs that he might have been married. It was like a clip that went viral on the Steve Harvey show. He didn't chastise the woman, but he did put her on the spot. You feel me? And he was like, "So you ain't know he was married? You telling me you ain't know he was married?" And I think it went viral because that was like the first time he did anything like that. Because he didn't really like come at women like that. You know what I mean? But he ain't come at her like how Kevin Samuels would. But that's just one I got off my head. I don't know no other one. But when it come to Kevin, his story is more tragic because he went so hard in the paint because he was a professional. I think if I'm wrong, y'all can correct me because I didn't do my research. But I think he was like a professional matchmaker at a like higher level, and then he got tired of matchmaking because he realized that the women just don't want they want the same dude. So he went from that to pretty much going on the internet and helping men like, yo, y'all need to get y'all stuff together because times is changing. They want the same dude. You need to like switch your game up or do something because these women is turning into the same chick. And it went viral that it's like these women is going through a factory. They got the same body, they got the same mannerisms, they say the same things, and it messed up the dating culture. And when Cat Williams came out about his past and him being an older comedian, the conspiracy theorists jumped on the conspiracy bandwagon with the whole Illuminati, you messing with boys to get to the top and all that. And I think that's where the narrative shifted, and it shifted to something other than comedy and talk show stuff. So that's my opinion.
All right. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix this thing on. Pretty Mocha. What you got? If I make sense, and then we're gonna get Tasha in next.
Hola.
Hola.
Somebody just said Steve Harvey cheated on every wife he had. I didn't know he cheated on Lori Mom. Lori Mom seemed to have him wrapped around her finger. But I just was going, put that out there. Now, Kevin Samuels versus Steve Harvey. Why are they really hated? I didn't know that people hated Steve Harvey. I know that they hated Kevin
This is the
because
delusion.
Kevin delivery was too much, too blunt for a lot of people, and that's what they disliked. They didn't necessarily like what he was saying. They disliked his delivery about it. And essentially, when you listen to what he's saying, he made a lot of sense. I think that Kev spoke from a place of relatability. So you can tell that some of this stuff that he spoke on was, had happened to him, or maybe he got played or dealt with some of the wrong women. And it came off with a bitterness undertone, and bitterness is always a turnoff. Whereas though Steve delivered it in a healthier manner, not healthier, but a more healed manner. He made the book think like a man, this, that, and third. He didn't come off the way Kev came off, like he had a chip on his shoulder, or yeah, you passed up the good men, and now you want the good men after you got 3 babies. His delivery had like a bitter undertone, and I think that was just the unattractive part about it. Whereas though Steve came from a healed place of guidance with people, and while Kevin's intention was to do that, I don't think people.
Okay.
Sorry, my baby's called. The baby on the phone with the other one, but it rings my phone. Sorry. So I think that people couldn't get past that part of it, of the delivery. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't know people hated Steve Harvey. I know I didn't like the advice he gave Monique. That was some coon information he gave her. That's why I tried to stray away from him.
So what?
You know what I'm talking about, right? So that's when he turned me off.
The ones I noticed that hate.
Top tier cooning on that episode.
That's definitely another reason why people.
The ones that I noticed that hate him was like usually the ones that supported Kevin Samuels, then the vice versa. So basically, it's like the opposite. And I found myself like not liking like people like I still don't like them in a way, but I got to do my research, so I got to find a reason why I shouldn't like them. With Derrick Jackson and what's his name? And then Steve Harvey.
For
right?
research, Derrick Jackson is a charlatan. He's a charlatan. He's the worst of us all.
He ain't no different than a Derrick Jackson. No different.
Yeah, I can feel that.
I can't say he ain't no different.
Yeah, but I want. The whole point is I want people to.
At least Steve actually tried to, try to save some type. Like Derrick Jackson, he was just a complete pander. Like he just completely pandered to women. Then turned around and did some despicable shit. Like
yeah. We gonna dig into that though, because I want y'all to give me some detail of actually what it was though, because like. Nobody really give me hearsays and all that stuff and little stuff that the same thing Kevin Samuels could have done. But so let me get Tasha in real quick, and then who was that? CEO just came in. Then we can go back to open panel again. Is it?
Yeah, it's Tasia.
Tasia, okay, dang.
Yeah, it's Tasia. So, I don't know why it's a versus between them. Because Kevin Samuel was an incel. Like he clearly did not like BLK women. He did not like their posturing, whether they deserve a man's attention or not, whether you were educated or not. Like he was very much against, why do you deserve a male's attention? And then Steve Harvey was like, let me tell you how men are, so you can get this better. Like, does that man really like you? Is he interested in you? Like, take accountability for this. Where are you at? What is this man saying? Kevin Samuels sparked a whole incel, women don't like me, I don't like them. He sparked a whole weird, like, totally thing that came across. I mean, we still having conversations now based off, and he's gone, when he was living in a white woman's basement and died on a fat Asian black girl, against all the things that he said that he was doing, and it's on camera.
What the?
I mean, like, when you talk about,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, like, this was what's weird to me, is that we have a huge spark of like, Steve Harvey never sparked black relationship hate between black men and women, but Kevin Samuels sparked relationship hate and division between black men and black women.
Did.
But Kevin Samuels said, Steve Harvey said, "Be smarter, girls,"
Mm-mm-mm.
and Kevin Samuel said, "Don't like them girls."
Are we
Oh.
gonna get a chance to elaborate on like what they say, bro?
Wait, did you say don't like
Because
no
She came up
Asian
here
black girls?
speaking a whole bunch of bullshit. Ain't
hey
nothing that she
y'all, the
said.
host
Wait,
trying to talk.
can
Nothing that
I?
she said
Kev
was
trying to
factual.
talk.
Go ahead,
I'm
Kev.
about to
Let
ask
Kev
some questions my dang on, so that's what I'm trying to do. All right, it's no different from how I question y'all though. So you said that. So what did he specifically? The Kevin Samuels said. You said he spoke on hating all in division. So what?
Okay.
Are
So
these whites?
I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
go to the most. I'm gonna go to the most controversial thing that he said that I watched him on live was when he said, "Well, I understand why black men want to have sex with each other and not have sex with you." You want to pull up that clip
Yeah, pull that up,
on
dude.
YouTube?
Yeah, pull
But
it up.
you,
Yeah, you
Because
but
gonna
you
I
said that
watched it with
he,
my
you got to pull that
boyfriend.
up.
Yeah,
you said
pull it up.
You got to pull that up.
but
I
you
watched
said
it
that
with
the
my
man didn't
boyfriend
like
like three
black
years
women.
ago.
Stop talking and pull it
Yeah,
up.
pull it up. Pull it up.
Can y'all
I gotta drop
can
down,
y'all
but I
not
said
stop
one thing.
like
Pull it
The
up.
thing is, she
Pull it
said the
up.
man didn't like black women. What grounds
Yeah,
does
so
that
we
stand
get back
on?
to you.
no, I
And
said
then how
Kevin
does he
Samuel.
create division
Can you
See,
between black men and black
are
see,
you
women?
Kev,
listening?
this what
Are
I'm
you
talking
That's
about.
listening?
exactly
Are
what
Nobody
you
she
said
said.
listening?
shit.
So real
Nobody
quick,
said shit.
if y'all
Nobody
can
said
control y'all,
shit.
if
Okay,
y'all can
wow.
control your
Nobody
hormones,
said shit.
y'all control your hormones for a quick second. I'm gonna stay quiet for a little bit and let
Yeah,
Top.
and then yeah,
I know I'm gonna
my
let
name is
you. I'm gonna let
Tasia.
you since you said I need you to pull it because YouTube is quick. You
I'm
can
gonna
pull it.
I'm gonna pull it.
Pull
I'm
it up
pulling
right
up. I
now,
got
and
my
we
computer
want
right
to listen
here
to it.
because I don't want if I pull it up on my phone, I think it may
All right. So
cancel my
while
live.
you pull it up, just let me know when you're ready. You can unmute. Let me know, and then tell me your perspective real quick, and I see.
I mean, I'm listening to what she was saying, and she's
Host,
like,
I gotta drop down. If I can say one quick thing.
go ahead.
All right, Deacon, go ahead, my brother.
No, I just want to say one quick thing. I just want to observation. What we just seen is the answer and what I've been saying, and the different point of views and whatnot. If you didn't notice it yourself, I'm pretty sure you did already. It was all in delivery because they're saying the same thing, and the people are taking it differently because of delivery. Men favor one way, women favor another way, and you hear the biases. But I'll come back in later.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All
More so,
right, so what you got? Oh, and then Nasi, what you got, man?
I just really just wanted to speak to what she was saying, like, cause a lot of what she was saying.
Oh, your stuff is low than the mud. I cannot hear
Oh,
that.
my bad. I was just wanted to speak to what she said. You know what she was talking about. You
Okay,
know
well, I
what?
guess when she get back with that video, because I want her to at least have that video before we even add something else extra on her.
Right.
So
All right, so my response is quick then.
what you
If
got?
that's what my
A,
response is quick.
a lot,
This is
millions of
what I'm
people saw
saying.
it. A lot of people saw it.
Guys,
This
why
is
you
what,
talking, man? I don't hear no
Dang.
video. I don't want to hear you talking.
she doing all that talking and she ain't pulling up shit.
Right.
This is what I said
I will pull it up.
about
Oh
I
my
can
when
pull
they
up
God.
get.
Hey,
everything
just
that
pull
I
it up,
What's she
said.
getting
sweetheart.
a
What you
video
keep
Stop
hopping
of?
talking and
on
pull it up.
for?
Like shit. You keep
What's she
hopping
getting a
on
video
quick with that
of?
shit.
Computer.
So
I'm on
shut the
my
fuck
My
up and
computer.
pull it up.
God.
What's she
Why
So
getting a
you
Kev,
video
here's the
of?
shut the
thing.
fuck up?
Kev,
Why are you
Damn, you ain't
cussing
gotta
at
be
me?
disrespectful,
Here's the
sweetheart.
thing.
Why are
Why
you
you gotta
cussing
be
at
Kev,
me?
disrespectful?
Nazi, I
Tell
don't
the
want to.
people,
I
shut
literally
the
don't
fuck
want to
up.
hear. Hold on. You making it no better. Hold on, y'all. Nasi, keep going, because I don't want to hear her voice until she pull that video up. Go ahead, Nasi.
Right. So yeah,
What's
keep
the
it.
video
This
of?
is what I said. This is what I said earlier. When Kevin Samuels was going in on black men about how they need to stop being fat and lazy and get their body and their money and their mind and their spirit all together, shit. Nobody had no smoke. Nobody said, "Oh, he hate black men. Oh, he must be a misandrist or whatever the fuck." Nobody had no smoke for that. But as soon as he starts delivering the same message to black women, all of a sudden, oh, he was an incel. He started the incel group. He hated black women. He even said black men need to be having sex with black men. All this bullshit. And now she makes a statement, a claim that she can't even back up. Millions of people saw it. Okay, if millions of people saw it, that should be one of the easiest videos to find. That should be one of the easiest videos to find. And yet here we still sitting here 5 minutes later and you can't even find the fucking video.
So the video.
This is exactly what I was saying.
Let me let Pretty know real quick. You said so the video that we're waiting on her in the right corner to bring up. She said that she heard a video where Kevin Samuels told a woman why he's dating another man over her, basically, something like that. So she better do it better when she played her video. So I don't know. So we gonna see what she's talking about, you know.
She'll never play the video because she can't find it. Her camera ain't went on Coffee Court one time. Even if she got a second
I
up, she
mean,
didn't even mention that she looking
he
for
had
it.
a really good logic. So if he did tell a woman why another man chose another woman over
Right.
her, he had a good logic
I'm
to
pretty
back his
sure
stuff
it was.
up.
That's why I say I want to hear the full video because I'm pretty sure it got taken out a certain way or whatever. And that's why I love this. I do that with Bible verses. When people take Bible verses out of a certain
Make it
context.
into some shit they wanted to be to
First
fit
of
their
all, when
reality.
Tasia, the thing about it is, no offense, Tasia, but she's already got a chip on her shoulder about it. You can
Man,
tell from the
bro.
way she described it the first time when she
Yeah,
said he
yeah.
was with
No, no,
a fat
I
black
don't
Yes.
have
Asian
I
woman.
don't have a
Yes.
chip on, I don't have a chip on
You
my
do.
shoulder.
You definitely
You have a
do,
When I
bro.
disdain for
first
You
him.
heard
came
Kevin
in here
Samuels,
one
I thought it
Saturday
was
for
Why
funny.
is
For
her
one,
voice still running out
I
here?
thought it
Sound
was
like
funny,
a
and
bitch
I'm gonna
holler. That's
find.
what you sound like.
the kind of woman you
still ain't
said he
found the
got cool with, you
video.
didn't even say that
Still
right. She
ain't.
said
Hold
he was
on,
You
with a
sound
fat
like
I'm
a
Still
Asian.
ain't
bitch
found it. Just keep
hold
saying
hygiene
on.
hold on.
I'm listening.
You, you
Hold
That's
on.
sound
all.
like
Just
a
stop
get
listening
hollering
and go find the
hyena.
video.
He came
Right.
off mute.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm
You
finding.
sound
I'm
like
gonna find the
Shinzy,
actual
Busy,
Please
clip.
and
find the
Ed.
video, Tasia.
That's
She
what I'm
sounded like
doing
a
right now.
get
If can
Why
you
hyena.
you
hear?
letting everybody else
Can
distract
you
you from
hear?
this video? Stop letting them
Man,
distract
that's
you.
cause she ain't got it for real, and she
I'm
just
looking.
really
I'm
want to
looking
She
for
ain't
it. I
argue,
got it.
found
bro.
You got
it.
some
She
So
She
ain't
homework
got
really
it.
to
want to go
everybody,
back
do.
and forth, bro. That's
listen.
all
And
it
hold
is.
on. Let me
This
pause
probably the
this. Let
first
me
She
hold
ain't
panel
on.
got
Let
she
it.
me
done been
pause
up
this.
on,
She ain't
man.
got
Oh,
She
it.
you ready?
probably
You
just
said you
happy to
paused it?
talk.
You ready?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
she
Let me
came
pause
up
this.
here. She came up here just upset about
Okay.
the fact that we
Hold
So
was
let
up. He
talking
me.
about
hates
No.
Kevin
black
We
Okay.
don't
women.
Samuels.
know
So
yet,
Still
Anansi. We
talking
don't. We
about
don't know
Kevin
yet.
so
We don't know
Samuels.
He
yet.
And
hates
so
black
so
women.
Kev, you said it
Anytime
I'm
somebody
earlier.
ain't telling y'all
You
else
said it
y'all want to hear, he
earlier.
hates you, huh?
what?
She mad because she fell into that category he was talking about.
No, I
If you ain't
actually
falling,
don't. No,
He
I
okay, then
probably
actually
why you
heard.
don't,
mad?
sir.
She
Okay,
just
then why you
probably.
I
mad?
She's
don't.
probably a
Why you
I
woman's
mad?
actually
woman,
don't.
man.
Before we
But
Why
she
you
said she
Hold
mad?
found the
on.
video, Nancy.
Why you mad?
I don't.
Let's let us speak
Why
our
you
piece,
mad?
man.
Listen.
She
I
found the
don't want to
First
Why
air
video,
you
off,
this out
mad?
when
Nancy.
yet.
Kevin,
Not yet.
no, first off, I
Why
don't.
you
I'm not an
mad?
unwanted woman. I'm
Why
not
you
an
mad?
unwanted
Then why
woman.
Who
you
said
mad?
you's
I'm
an unwanted
upset
woman?
because
Why you
no,
mad?
I never said that. I'm upset
Who said she was
that
an
Why you
black
unwanted
mad?
men,
woman?
stop it. Like, can you
Why
let
you
me finish
mad?
a
Y'all
sentence?
giving her more of excuses to not to be
Find that
this.
damn video. You
Need
right.
her to
You
I
right.
Yes,
ain't
and
giving her no
yes,
excuse.
Did
I
you
ain't giving
find the
her
video,
either
Ed
excuse.
stop
Tasia?
interrupting me or let me
She
go
can't
find the video
multitask.
because the more
Well,
you
go
talk about
find it
me,
and
Nobody.
the
stop
Can't
more I
talking
want
and
to
multitask.
say
mute
something.
yourself.
No, look,
Hey,
Taza,
No,
Kev
you're
told you.
what
literally
the fuck?
interrupting them.
Y'all are
Literally.
weird.
The
Y'all
the
don't have the
host
women
told
that
you don't
y'all
come
want.
off the
Y'all
Oh, I
don't
host
got
want
the
told
the
you
woman
women
don't
I
that
come
y'all
want.
off
That's
wanted.
crazy.
the
Because
I
you
host
ain't
would
gonna
told you
lie.
don't come
never
off
be
the
having this
Can
conversation.
you
Wow.
pull up
Like,
the
Could
video?
you
I
pull
don't
up
want to
the
this
hear
is
you.
video,
Now she
weird.
yo?
want to go to insults. Now
Pull
she want
up
to
the
go
That's
to
yeah.
so
That's
insults.
why
weird.
they run
You
to it.
won't
It's
even let me.
insults,
That's
bro.
all they do is
I'm
insults.
not
Hold
insulting
on real
you.
quick, y'all.
I
Hold on
didn't
real
call
quick.
you out your name.
Hold up.
You
Oh,
weren't
y'all
talking
ain't got
about
the
me
You
while
y'all
I
ain't
started
was
got
off
the
telling
women
me
looking
that
up
shut the
y'all
fuck
something.
want.
up.
I never
Y'all ain't
said
got the
that
women
word.
y'all want.
I never
All right,
said
so,
a cuss
but
You
are
just
y'all
word.
jumping
I
her? Like
never
y'all
said
jumping
none
her?
of
I
that.
heard
Hell
though.
yeah, she getting jumped
Well,
on.
hold on
I
real quick,
No,
y'all.
never
that's
Hey,
said that
hey,
because
this
these
TikTok.
men,
This
these
no,
men
TikTok.
that are
I'm
not
just
This
experienced in
bullshitting though.
TikTok.
Let me shut
chill
up.
out,
relationships
chill
to
out,
think
chill out, chill
in life.
She
They're
going to
not
take the
focused
phone
on
out before she go.
relationships.
All right, that's how I'm gonna do this since they can hear me. Where's she at? Where's her stuff at? Come back up, Tazia. This is who I want to talk to right here. So I'm gonna give you time to bring that video up. Come up, Tazia. You got the invite. Where the heck is that? There we go. Where it at? Now you ain't got no distractions. I'm ready.
I'm pulling it up.
You don't bring it up quick enough, man. I'm bringing all the dogs up, man. You on some bull, man. We
He
been.
has podcasts where he's talking.
I don't want to hear what you're saying. I want to see the video.
No, but this is the thing. He has podcasts where he's talking, and I'm looking at the clip. I'm doing the work. So this is so it's so interesting about people that is like get small clips and they don't They don't listen to everything. They get small clips and they doing it. And I'm looking for it.
You
struggling. I found it. I'm not struggling. You're struggling.
Bring it out, then.
You're struggling. And if why don't you send me your email? Because I watch.
It's a struggle to keep hearing your voice over the video. So
then get me off. And I'll send it to you.
What?
And I'll get back.
You send the video. Just play it. You got a whole. Yes.
He said it in a conversation. It was a podcast. He said it in a conversation.
I believe you. It's not a believe all women. I'm not one of them.
It's not wrong. This shit was a clip.
Why are you yelling for
Instagram?
I'm not your boyfriend.
What are you talking about? You're weird. You're not my boyfriend. You wouldn't be my man. And I would never date a guy that looks on Kevin Samuels died in the basement of a white woman he was renting from.
You heard about it.
You niggas love this shit. It was on.
Play the video.
I have to.
I
don't just look up clips. I look at the whole conversation.
So where's it at? I'm hearing your mouth looking.
I'm looking at it. I'm trying to find it, nigga. What's wrong with you? You look at clips and you make views. No, Kevin Samuels will never. Kevin Samuels, he died under a 300-pound Asian black woman. Didn't he die under a 300-pound black woman? He had a heart attack.
Listen,
He was a fraud.
Tasia, stop calling him a nigga. Because if he call you a bitch, you're not gonna like it. He's not
Tasia,
don't keep calling him a nigga.
That's the reason. I see why you mad. I see why.
That ain't cool.
You mad? You mad because you That's why you mad. You need to get down. Because you still ain't found the goddamn video. You just keep running your mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Up in here built like an unpaid bill. Girl, shut your stupid ass up.
What are you talking about? You did not
bony ass.
They've been talking like
get your ass up out of here.
Girl, you talking like a
on the G, on top of the bitter mad ass, you mad at me and ass.
I can't call your ass the R word, so I'ma just call you a recessive chromosome. Get your stupid ass up out of here. Ain't nobody listening to your bullshit.
Hey, I gotta use that with a recessive chromosome.
Actually, I don't have no avatar.
How the fuck you looking at the video?
Your ass look like an avatar. Get down.
No, you don't. And you're unwanted. You're unwanted.
Hey, I'm loved. You understand me? I got a whole family. You're the one that's you sound like an old single man.
Get your head high looking ass up out of here.
Go look at my pictures. You can
look like one of them roaches on Men in Black.
Hey, Jay.
That's really say it all.
I show up who I am every time.
Hey, it's so hard to talk over y'all. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna do the order again. It's so hard to talk over y'all. All right. I'm gonna give her a new mission now. Let me give you a new mission real quick.
No, I'm good. I will send it to you.
Not show your man now. Now you can at least show your man now. Show her. I'm gonna give you a better, easier mission. Since you said you have a man, let's show a picture of him.
Why would I?
Because you ragging on everybody.
First off, I didn't say anything about anybody having a man. I said these men out here upset that they don't have a fucking woman.
Can you prove anything tonight? What's going on? You told me I ain't got.
If you let me. I can prove exactly who I am. You can look at my Instagram. I don't have an avatar.
Yeah,
I don't have a built box body.
Everything.
You can look at everything that's on me. You can see it. Number one, I don't see a bunch of women screaming about men being upset about what men think. I see a bunch of men being upset about what women doing in their life, not concerned about
disrespectful for no reason. I just want you to
I was never disrespectful. I was saying you guys are egregious because Kevin Samuels and Steve Harvey are not the same. It's a man that was just trouting and saying who he was when he was not. And a bunch of incel men got on podcasts that didn't get pussy. That's what I said.
It's my baby, Roy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I love that for you. And I love that for you. And I understand you get money from incels because it works for you. But we're not finna sit here and pretend like your woman isn't a great part of your life, and you're not doing that. You sitting here talking about Kevin Samuels, who didn't even have a woman.
But
he didn't even have didn't even have his own house. That shit was on Instagram. That white woman was sitting there talking about him and saying, "You in my house." So why are black men in relationships?
What is going on?
Upholding black men that are in a white woman's basement. Why are you even creating the topic? Because it was on live. I know you saw it.
What did that white woman basement got to do with anything? Could you just keep on saying that? Then you said he died with a fat black Asian woman. I'm trying to understand, how does any of that correlate to this video you trying to find or did find and still looking at? Or I don't know.
You only got like 24 minutes out of me. I'm out. But Todd, I don't understand what about, like, why are you like this? Like, ain't you happily in your areas? Like, what did Kevin Samuels do that bad that you just gotta yell at everybody and call people out their name? Because like everybody got different experiences with Kevin Samuels. Obviously, some people look at it.
Well, this is what I didn't like. I'm from Chicago, and I'm used to black men always being protective of black women. I'm from Chicago. I grew up with the father. I was not used to this talk about how negative black women are. I was not used to that. So when I come to the west side of the country, and it's 2020, 2021 after George Floyd, and everybody's on what was it? What was that? What was it called?
And she's not white, she's Latina.
I'm black. It was Clubhouse. It was Clubhouse. Everybody was on there, was on their podcast shit. And then it came with all these conversations about how black men and black women don't get along and all this stuff. And it was when black people were doing the most and doing great, where China was looking at us, changing, like they were doing a bunch of things. And then all of a sudden it becomes all these podcasts about how black men don't like black women and black women don't like black men.
That's cool. I feel you.
That was it. And for that conversation is still continuing. It's toxic.
Tazi, do you get that same energy that the women that always talk about taking away, little boy babies and divesting from men, and I choose to bear? Like, do you get that in the same energy? Because they doing the separation thing that you claiming too, right?
Well, I mean, after the affect.
It's not about that, but I'm saying, do you support it or not? Because it's like, you can't say that it's okay for them to do it and then say that.
I mean, well, the thing is that you're talking about women saying that, I'm sorry, I've never been happy in these long-term 30, 20-year relationships that I've had with men. I feel better. You're talking about statistics when widows, when their husbands die, women are happier than they were before they were with their husbands. I mean, like, we have to be honest about where the female healthy mindset and psychology is. And that men have been controlling the idea that you need to be married and in a relationship.
Can I give you,
without protecting them?
Your
experience. We can stop this. We can stop this.
Yeah, your experience you have.
Because I have not had no real negative male experiences in my life.
Yeah, right.
But I've seen other people go through it.
Yeah, I get you though, but like, I don't understand. You gotta look at it. Everybody's not negative because either they say they support them or not. Like, I started to learn that people that if they support Steve Harvey, I'm not gonna just look at it a certain way, because we have to ask people, why do they believe, or why do they support who they support, or why do they agree with what they agree with. So,
right, and just like so when you meet people that support Trump and he's doing all his ISIS stuff.
I asked why, and then they tell me valid reasons.
Yeah, but you're gonna do a comparison?
I'm messing
Come on now. You know that you are married to a beautiful black woman that I just saw on this screen, and she just kissed you in the mouth. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you are really interested, and if you are not on some bullshit that you're gonna sit here.
She actually shuts up for a moment and hear me though. That's the difference though. So yeah, she actually understands.
That's your wife.
Wife or not, like, we all have to listen to one another. That's the point. We just have to. So all I'm saying is that yes, everybody's not having the same exact experience. You gotta sometimes, and I don't know what's the hold against you. You gotta sometimes ask them, why do you support this person? What's the reason? Maybe I might have missed out on something, because that's the reason why I'm doing this topic like this, because I might have missed out on some stuff about Steve Harvey. I'm not trying to go off people's feelings. I want to know what exactly he said that was so harmful. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that.
Huh?
I said I can understand that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you this. Let me give you this then. I would say either you do. I'll say you do more research on Kevin Samuels, because I didn't have that type of experience with him, because he had stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to send you. I can't wait to send it to you.
And yeah. But I'm gonna say also looked up how many marriages he had saved, because he had call-ins where he teared up and saved some black marriages and all type of stuff. I've seen that. I actually been on his live before when he was alive and all type of stuff or whatever. And I will actually show you clips that he's not a bad guy. How y'all trying to put him as? Of course, there's gonna be people that's gonna put up bad clips, but he's just not his bad clip. You know what I'm saying? So
no,
either you gonna do it or I can send it to you. You know what
I'm gonna do it, because his conversations were very long, and he said a lot of things in those conversations. I have to speed through it or use an AI to grab those conversations, because I wouldn't save them. Because when I first heard about Kevin Samuels with the guy I was dating, I was like, why are people mad at what he's saying? Like, I'm the one, like, I'm not,
Hello?
So I don't know if her phone done died or something. Maybe she got a call.
No, it sounds like she gonna try. That's what it sounds like. I hope so. It sounds like she gonna try. Right?
The thing is, Kevin Hart, like, I'm about to say Kevin Hart. Even if she has a clip of him saying it, she can't remember what led up to him giving that type of advice. Like, that's the part that people forget, is the context. They'll just say, "Oh yeah, they said such
sorry
and such."
about that. Sorry, that was my mom calling me. I was trying to
I asked you, can you remember what led up to him giving that piece of advice on the clip you heard? You remember what the context was behind him telling this woman what he told her?
I apologize for that. My mom was calling me, and I pressed the exit button. She was FaceTiming me.
So you go. So yeah, I don't think she gonna pretty. I don't think she gonna do that. But I was gonna say this though. Can you at least, right? Because like I said,
listen. I'm a black girl from Chicago, and black men have always protected me, and black men have always protected me, and made sure I was safe. I've never heard a black man talk like Kevin Samuels talked. But when I went to college, I understand when I was around fraternities how men when men are educated and they have their superiority because they've gotten to a certain level, then I'll let land.
Maybe you were used to being.
And I wanted to say, I'm from Chicago as well. And when it comes down to it, man, men from Chicago, we do protect women. I'm not saying that men don't, but Chicago is just like any other city, man. You have people who protect women and people who don't. It ain't no different. So to say you from Chicago as if that's something we proud ourselves on, that's some like shit we move on in that matter, that shit was obsolete.
Yes. So I don't know what y'all purpose is though. I'm trying to actually, because I like to help people individually, not just throw insults and stuff. Because I understand the girl done triggered us from the beginning, but that's why I try to calm myself down so I can at least get her to least try. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody will give y'all grace or whatever, if y'all even look for grace, I'm trying to give her grace. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I do troll people and all that other stuff, but it's just like, if she's, like, I asked her so many questions, she's going to try to even look or investigate. Why not? Maybe she gonna come back and be like, you know what, I'm a Kevin Samuelite. You know what I'm saying? That'd be amazing. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't know about the real Kevin.
She got to be able to identify why she has the problem in the first place.
She will, but
pretty.
In that situation, look, she got to first look at it though. That's why I'm making this.
Allow me to ask the question.
That's why
allow me to ask the question. Please allow me to ask the question. If you can hear me, ma'am. If you can hear me, Ms. Tasha, if you can hear me, have you heard of Shahrazad Ali? Have you heard of Shahrazad Ali? And if you have, do you still feel the same about Shahrazad Ali that you feel about Kevin Samuels? And why she getting herself together? I asked that question to say this. I said this before. It ain't about the message. It's the messenger. And when it comes to some people, they don't care who the messenger is. Because when AT told black women the same thing decades ago, they called her crazy.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, AT was pointing out something that was very crucial that was happening around that time, which is y'all are kicking y'all husbands out of the house. Y'all ain't marrying. Y'all just laying up having babies. Y'all don't care where the baby come from, just so y'all can get on welfare, just so the government can take care of you because you didn't have a daddy in your home. You don't think you need a daddy to raise these kids, and so on and so forth. And you have become the very thing that white America wanted you to be. See, the problem that I have with women like who just came up on here, is that just like
before you even do that, that's what I'm saying. That it's not even that's what I'm saying. Like even what you're saying now, right? You think this girl about to go out her way and look up Shahara Razi, whatever her name.
Have you ever looked up Kev? Do you know who she is?
You think she's going to go and do that when she's barely looking up Kevin Samuels right now? You got okay. I
gotta understand who you're dealing with.
Hey, look, my baby done got me together with that, but it's a communication thing. Sometimes you have to realize who you're talking to, right? You have to, sometimes you might have to babyfy yourself or go down this, and I'm not trying to say anything about anybody.
Dumb yourself down.
But I'm realizing that it's a certain way you have to talk to her to get her to understand in a certain way. Because my whole point on here, if anybody noticed, right, I want to help people or I want people to open their mind a little bit. I'm not just throwing insults and stuff because that show that how emotional I am. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I do get triggered, but if I can hear a person that's least trying, once I pass up my situation, because I would have dropped her if it would have been that far. But it sounded like she wanted to try to listen. But it's like y'all gotta realize when y'all overloading people with stuff, you're gonna go with one thing. What about this? Have you heard about this? If she barely even heard about Kevin Samuels, how the heck she gonna hear about that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta realize who you're talking to.
Kev, I realized who I was talking to.
So what's the point of saying she's that type of person and all that stuff? Like she's gonna hear this, she's gonna get back re-triggered.
You gotta let me finish the point, Kev. When she was talking, the only thing I heard was her hatred. That's the only thing I heard.
Of course, it's obvious she's hurt. She got some hurt or something behind it. If you understand people, yes, you're gonna know that she's hurt in some form of way. Yeah, you can get it.
But Pretty asked her a question, and that's what I was trying to get to, which is, are you just half-assing what you heard? Or do you have the whole context? Because for somebody to sit up here and say, "Oh, Kevin Samuels,"
you think she know what that means?
With a white one. I doubt she can read.
Kevin said she probably don't even know what that means.
You don't even know what that. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all gotta realize.
I doubt she could read past the fifth grade.
I mean, when she got on here and spoke what she spoke, she didn't really say it with a lot of intelligence. A lot of what she said was divisive as fuck.
What's the point of like what's the?
But I get what Kev coming from.
What's the point of beating down to like on somebody that's not at y'all level? I don't understand. It's like, do y'all really try to help people or not?
Type shit.
I don't help fools.
Yeah, but you was a fool once. I don't know why we act like you're any better than anybody else. That's the thing. Like y'all gotta realize where y'all.
I don't act like I'm better.
Like we can do this stuff for fun and stuff. I mean, I do it every now and then. I try to be petty, but it's like, dang, you can see that. Like, no, when you see a person that you just flat out, you just start understanding. Like, okay, dang, it's obvious. This person must have been through some stuff and cannot even and can't look past what we talking about. And then I seen a little bit of her trying to actually listen to me a little bit. I know if I add any extra insult, she's not going to take my word or even trust me. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I kept dropping y'all, because all y'all trying to do is have fun. I get it, y'all trying to have fun and have entertainment and stuff, which I ain't trying to be that type of live. I've never been on entertainment live because I like helping people, right? So that's why I'm like, that's the reason why I was dropping y'all, because I'm like, dog, y'all just throwing stuff at her and she not going to understand. You know what I'm saying? Just like if it was people or men that was up here talking about Steve Harvey, I want him to break it down.
Kev, you don't get in the boxing ring on fight night to practice. You don't get on the highway to practice. This ain't the space to practice. This is the space to either know what you're doing or have enough wisdom to say, I ain't got all the information. Let me get the hell up out of here, or
Who's
shut up
gonna
and learn
do
some shit
that?
and come back with it.
Who's gonna do that, Anasi?
I don't expect everybody to do it, but what I don't expect to do is to continue to placate to foolish behavior. She got in the ring thinking she could box and got her belt wrong.
I'm about to say, but your level of patience is different, right? You got to realize that everybody don't rock off your stuff. Everybody's not easily triggered like you, right? I done built myself up enough to be like, all right, you know what? Today might be the day I can be patient enough to hear this person out sometime or whatever. It just appreciate you, Cartel. So sometimes it's like I do. If I see a person that might be trying, I'll be like, all right, let me calm down because I know I can get petty sometimes. Everybody know how I am, right? They know how I am. So if I hear a person, listen, I'm going to give them the benefit. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to help people. My overall goal is helping people. It's not entertainment. It's not about how much likes I can get and all the other stuff. It's about helping people. I done seen people that change their life on my life plenty of times, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me put my pettiness to the side a little bit because I hear this person that's trying to listen to me. And if I can change this person's life and they come back, that's cool. That's all I care about. I'm not going to just like be so daggone rough and act like everybody's supposed to be like me. Everybody is not me. You know what I'm saying? That you think that little that I don't want to call it like that, but you think that all that stuff she was saying, she gonna be like, you know what? I don't have it all. I can't no, we know it's a pride issue in that situation. Nobody's gonna admit to that. So all I'm saying is, and this is just to teach y'all obvious, right? Some of y'all, right? Because it seems like y'all don't know who y'all talking to sometimes, is that sometimes, like I don't know what y'all goal is. I don't even know what y'all on here for. What is the goal, right? But sometimes you just gotta learn who you're talking to. And I get it. Some of y'all got traumas and stuff. That's why y'all want to go back and forth with these people too. I had to realize that about myself a while ago, that I had stuff I didn't heal from, and I just love to say, "This is the day. I got time today." You know what I'm saying? I couldn't wait to do it. I wanted to snap on people, but I had to realize that I was only doing that because me cussing somebody out is not about to get them straight. It's just not.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna do that. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, suck my, you know, something, and all of a sudden they go like, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm gonna get myself. We know that's not gonna work. Because if somebody talk to us that way, we're gonna snap on them too. So, my thing is if I learn better, once I learn and I start basically learn better, I start doing better. That's all it was. That's the only reason why I be trying to. If anybody hear me on this app or if I go around, I try to be balanced. I'm not balanced. I try to make peace because we claim that we supposed to be the black community and all this other stuff and all whatever, and then but we always egg stuff on and provoke. You know what I'm saying? I already know you do, Cartel. What the heck?
Can I say something? I was just gonna say it's kind of like the Rizzy thing, where they knew her issue. Like you can tell when some people are just struggling with stuff or they're not on the same level of understanding. And the thing is, like, some people are not there. Like some people do have a chemical imbalance, or they have a impediment, or they have some delays, and they need more time processing the stuff, right? So that's why we always say, like, know your audience. Everybody is not for fun. You got to know who you're talking to. Like we really do get on here trying to open up people's minds. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, Cartel. Open up people's minds so that they can truly learn and grow. Like that is a huge thing, to have an open mind. Mm-hmm. Like it will help you grow. And if we want to help people in our community, we gotta show a little grace and a little patience. And so sometimes it's not about the entertainment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And look, I know from my aim, from when I said what I had to say, I wasn't trying to be entertaining.
I got you in a minute. I was about to say this too. If y'all ever notice, like with me, if it's either me, I'm on live, or if Rachel on live, right? We literally do the exact same thing. It's literally like, you will see the key thing is that, okay, I'm gonna let everybody voice themselves. I'm gonna let them get a chance. Sometimes, we might get caught slipping. We might have to drop a person real quick because they piss us off that day. It just depends, right? Yeah. But a lot of the times you notice that it's just all about trying to expand people's mind and really help them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really is. I mean, if you ever just notice that, like I'm really not like the rest of a lot of entertainment lives, and I understand they hustles and stuff or whatever, but I just wanted to do something different. That's all it is. Just like my baby do. You know what I'm saying? She do the exact same thing. Everybody done been on her live like crazy and seen how she work. It's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. But go ahead, Darby.
Yeah, I just was saying I wasn't trying to be entertaining, man. You know, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to her neither. I really wanted to hear her out. It was more so after she heard something maybe she disliked, and you know she got to getting disrespectful on her end. You know, I ain't never on here to tear nobody down, make nobody feel no way. I respect people and their opinions. I know how to shut up, you know, when it's time for me to. It's just that when you come on here and you speaking your piece and then you follow it up with being disrespectful to people, how do you expect for people to sit back and just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep letting her rock? Nah, motherfuckers gonna want to cut you off. Motherfuckers gonna want to get disrespectful back. It's the internet. A lot of people ain't face to face. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you
I'm not
is
gonna
right
lie.
when
Like
you
when
say
I
you gotta notice who you talking to.
yeah.
Like
And
that's
I
valid.
look. The
That's
thing is,
very
when I
valid.
ask certain questions, yes, yes, my intent is like I do want people to kind of eat their words right. So that might be a little bit of like trying to make somebody look stupid. I get it sometimes. Like I said, I got my petty side sometimes. But then when I get people to be like, okay, dang, you know what? Maybe I did not look at the video. Maybe I don't know that much about Kevin Samuels. Maybe I, you know, so
Right.
that's why I ask questions. And I did the same thing to people that was against Steve Harvey, right? Because I
Facts,
don't want
because like
to
dude brought
myself.
up earlier that you know it's people that speak on it that didn't like what he
Yeah.
did and who didn't read the book. I didn't have a
Yes,
problem with admitting
exactly.
that I was one of them individuals who feel a way about him. I didn't read the book, and that's why I brought
I
up. I
didn't
saw
either.
the impact more so just from the title alone,
The
the
title.
title alone, and the impact that it had on our community, in which men and women both felt ways about it, and who haven't read the book, who did read the book, who
Yeah,
women who just heard act like a woman, think like a man. Oh yeah, you know they roll with it, and some was
I can see
against it.
that.
If
I can
same thing for the men. So yeah,
So here's what I'm gonna respond to you, Kim. I'm on this app for one or two reasons: to either be informed or to
mm-hmm.
inform.
Mm-hmm.
They're my only two reasons on this app. No matter who panel I'm in, I don't care if I'm on Music Talk, Hillman Talk, Bessie Talk, which I'm moving away from. Trying to. God give me strength. God give me patience, because if He give me
Right.
strength, He better give me some bail money. I swear to God, He better give me bail money too. Anywho, so I'm on here to either be informed or to inform, because a wise man knows that he don't know everything. My
Man.
problem is when I come across somebody who you can't tell them shit. And my sister Rachel, I gotta say this: we can't save the whole community. Some of these bastards gotta burn. Some of them we gotta leave
Oh
them
my
where the
God.
fuck they at. Some people don't want to be saved. Once you realize you beating
Righteous.
a dead horse, how much more you gonna beat that horse? You either gonna turn it into jerky or leave it there for fertilizer. There's no point in constantly trying to save somebody who don't want to be saved. People like her know she got a problem, but she don't want to admit it. And you can't help
Mm-hmm.
somebody who don't want to admit that
But
they
why
got a
be the
problem.
but why
I
be the
reckon
same? But why be the same as her? That means you got a problem, right? Why do the
I'm not
same
the same.
exact thing
I'm
as
not the
her?
same. You want to know? Because if you tell me, Anasi, you got X, Y, Z going on, the first thing I'm gonna do is reflect. It might take me a microsecond. It
Yep.
might take me an attosecond. It might take me a minute. It might take me a full day. But I'm going to reflect on what you just said about me, about a problem you believe that I have. Why? Because a wise man knows he don't know everything. I know people don't view me the same way that I view me. I get that. We walk around this bitch in third person. Excuse me, in first person. We walk around this world living in first person, not third person view, not second person view. We walk around in first person, so we know everybody don't see us the way we think they see us. But a fool ain't gonna do that. You tell a fool that they got a problem, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. You
Yep.
ain't gotta tell me, you can't tell me nothing about. She just sat up here and dogged you out, said you ain't got no woman, calling you all types of shit, and don't know shit about you.
But
Don't know shit
I'm
about
a
you.
confident person though, so that's not gonna hurt me though.
Righteous.
I'm a
I'm not saying
confident
it's
person.
supposed to
Why do
hurt
I
you.
gotta prove? Why do I gotta prove to a
I ain't saying,
fool? Why do I
I
have to
ain't
prove to
saying,
a fool? You know what I'm saying?
my point exactly. That's my point.
No,
No,
That's my point.
but also
That's my point.
But
Anansi.
you can't just be out here just being a fool and thinking you just gonna lash out on people and do all this and that. Everybody, like you
That's
pointed
the
out,
point.
everybody is not gonna take that. Everybody don't
Okay,
take that humbled approach and take that back seat to, all right, I'm just gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you be a fool. Somebody gonna get right back ignorant with your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody ain't for that.
I need to work. I actually did
Right,
the
but
ability to work though, so I'm not that person. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's not you. That's not you.
Yeah,
Everybody's not like that though.
That's the reason why it's
I
right
make you a
now.
promise.
That's why
Righteous.
I'm the host, because I'm the one that know how to contain myself more than most of the people up here. Obviously, right?
Kev, I make you a promise. If she send you that video, I'll give you a whole week. If she send you that video, I will cash out $50. I will send you $50.
It's not about being right. It's not about.
No, this ain't about being right or wrong, honey. This ain't about that. I want you. I'm trying to show you why I interacted with her the way I interacted with her.
Yeah. So I'm about to say, and then if you can show me where when you cussed her out, she started treating you like say, "Hey, daddy," and all that stuff. You let me know when she started doing that afterwards, right? Because I think that's your goal at the end. After you cuss her out to match her energy, you think you gonna change her too?
Oh, look, I'm a firm believer in matching energy. If you a firestorm, I'm coming in as a hurricane. Hear me out. If you want to be a
but what they
firestorm,
trying to say,
I'm a
Anansi,
hurricane.
is it don't make it no better. It doesn't help the
It does.
situation. It basically makes you just as much as like her. As you're saying that she's one way, if you're responding in that same way, if not worse, you're the same as her.
You missed it. You missed it. I
didn't miss it. I'm just telling you the point that they trying to get over to you.
If she come in like a firestorm, I'm coming like a thunderstorm.
This instance.
So what do you hope to gain with that, Anansi?
But y'all not hearing my second point. If she come in like a firestorm, I'm gonna be a thunderstorm. Why? Because rain put out fire. I can't come in like a sprinkler. I can't come in like a water hose.
So what you feel? So basically, what you're saying is you doing that. You feel like as if you gonna get her to shut up, or you gonna get her to act in the way that you want her to act.
One thing I know that I will get is reflection. It's never failed.
You feel like it's gonna get her to look at herself?
Yep. It ain't never failed. It ain't came across one yet.
You wouldn't even know.
Every hater I have in this app.
So right now, Anansi, do you feel like you informing us or you being informed?
Oh, I'm informing.
You informing us?
Of course.
You don't feel like it's nothing here for you to gain? It's nothing here for you to be informed about?
When there's something for me to be informed about, I'll admit it. I ain't above approach.
I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is what they putting down is you picking it up.
I'm picking it up. I told you I might reflect on it for a microsecond to a week.
He don't want it. He's making a choice. We get that. Right?
I appreciate Barber. He trying to hear the balance. It's like I appreciate you, man. And I'm not, like I said, I get it, but I think it's just like I said. We know no different with my room. It's always been the accountability room. It's always to look within ourselves.
And this is my first time on your panel too, brother. Yeah, by the way,
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support and everything.
Right.
But
Kev know me, Rachel know me. I'm gonna listen long before I speak. But when I speak, it's gonna cut you if you're right. It's gonna cut you if you're wrong.
Well, listen, there's many different ways to get to people, right? I do feel that Kev did start getting to her, right? Like she started to like calm down a little bit and was actually having a conversation, but all the extra noise, distracted. You know what I'm saying? The progress, right? Anyways, like we said, know who you're talking to. You can't use the same strategy for everybody. Fact. That's not how it works. Humans are complicated. So if you are truly trying, there are some people, you're correct, Anansi, it's not for you to help. It doesn't mean they're beyond help. Everybody has an opportunity to grow and redemption. It's never too late. But maybe you're not the person to do it. But maybe in this instant, Kev was. Right? So sometimes we have to take a step back and allow the person that needs to do it to do it. But that's it.
Like what you saying and where you coming from, Anansi, it might be very valid and that shit might work. If that shit ain't working, you can't expect that to work with everybody. You feel me? Everybody ain't gonna get there.
Yeah. Let's get I want to get my brother Global in the building. I ain't seen him in a while. You been all right, man?
Yo, what's good?
Hi.
Not much, man.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say or not. Congratulations. Not congratulations.
Yeah, give us a cheer.
Man,
Oh, wait.
congratulations.
Oh my gosh, wait. Push it, babe. We made it.
Man,
Go ahead.
been that long. Where I start? Both with multi-divorced, but who had better advice? Oh, for Kevin Samuels and man, I'm not even gonna lie. It's kind of a mix. I don't know if I can say which one is better, because I don't agree with everything. I mean, when I listen to Steve Harvey, I don't agree with everything he says. I do agree with some stuff. Same thing with Kevin Samuels. I don't know which one I can say is
I
better.
like that. I like that you said that. That's real.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is just kind of goes to the whole conversation that I've been listening to in general. I think we have this issue, humans in general have this issue of trying to be black and white with people in situations, and all of us are contradictory creatures overall. None of us really match everything we say. So I can look at myself and say I'm full of shit in certain areas, right? So if you can look at yourself and be able to say that, I think you should be able to have grace for other people in other areas for their life, especially if you see where they lack at. And so when I came in, I think I kind of came in the tail end of everybody kind of arguing. But even just through that conversation with the young brother that's up under me, it kind of comes off as a little bit as egotistical because nobody can save nobody else. The whole thing is we are supposed to be here to help each other in general, but nobody can save someone else. And if you feel like you are supposed to be the savior of someone else, that's an ego problem that you have within yourself. I don't know where it came from or where it developed from. And I'm not talking about you specifically, but in general. I'm just talking in general. But I think that's something we have to figure out. If we want to be able to help people to some level, you gotta kind of, like you said, move out the way and allow the person that has the patience to deal with that specific situation, and you fall back.
Righteous.
So, wait, quick question. Who said that they can save everybody? Because I never say that.
Actually, you did earlier.
No. First of all, you don't know me, so
I don't know. I don't have to know you to what you just said, brother.
I've never said, and anybody who knows me, I literally just said, and I was talking to Rachel and said, you can't save all of these bastards. I just said that word for word. Did I not?
You can't save anybody.
Yeah, he said that. He said
that's
that.
the point. So you just repeated what I said you said, and you're saying I didn't. You didn't say that.
No, he didn't. He said he can't save everybody.
No. You said that I said I can save everyone. He said that
no, that's not what I said.
No, this is the breakdown.
And I just said you couldn't say that.
That's not what I said, though, brother.
No, this is the breakdown. He was referring to like you telling me, Rachel, you can't save everybody, right? So he then is now talking in general, right? So for anybody who thinks they can save anybody, they are thinking from an egotistical perspective.
Rachel, respectfully, he said to the brother that's beneath me, the young brother beneath me.
I can't say that.
He said the young brother beneath me sounded egotistical when he said that he can save everybody. And I just put it in the comments. I put it in the comments the moment you said it. I said, who said they can save everyone?
Let me reiterate what I said. Let me reiterate what I said. I said to the brother up under me, some of the things he was saying when he said that he can't save everybody. I didn't say that you said you can save everybody. I literally made the statement you said, and then I went further from there and started talking in general. And I said, and then I also said, this isn't for you, but I'm saying in general, people are coming from an egotistical standpoint when they think that they can save everybody. So I can understand why you may see I was speaking directly to you at that point, because it is to the conversation, but I wasn't speaking directly to you at that moment.
Am I tripping? Is there any other brother directly beneath him?
I get where you could have gotten that, but I do.
No. That's what he said. Is there any other brother directly beneath him?
No, he said to the brother who is up under me. He did say that. when you said, right, so then he's referring to what you said to me, right? And then he was saying in general, so he's just referring to what you said. He didn't say that you said that will save everybody. Like, that's not what I'm hearing him say. I don't know if anybody else.
And that's why I made the separation. And after I made the first statement, I said, now this point isn't to you, to let you know that after I made that statement, everything else after that wasn't pertaining to you. And that's when I started talking about the ego standpoint. Because you're not the only person that makes that type of statement, but some people genuinely do believe that they are here to save people. Like I said, that part wasn't for you because I don't know you.
Right.
But all I can go off is what I just heard.
Now
And
you reneging on your statements.
No, I actually separated
the two. Whooping or something? I don't get it. We can only go by his word, so I don't know what more we gonna keep going back and forth.
Right.
Remember, he said it or he didn't.
Kev, no. I'm the only reason I came out mute was to correct him on something I never
he was
said.
wrong. He said he was wrong, or he did.
I never said it.
Well, he said he did.
He said I sounded egotistical, and then he quoted something that I never said.
You sounded
egotistical. We ain't about to redo this again. So we're gonna let him think what he think. I could have sworn.
He said that's a person with a big. He said that's a person with ego problem. Pretty much, bro. He never really like necessarily said you was egotistical, bro.
I guess this is attack of Nazi day. I guess.
Well, what's the Did anybody else want to answer the second question, or you want to move on to the third one?
I need to get off this thing.
Oh yeah,
I'm about to get off in about 5 minutes. So main thing, I haven't heard you say anything. What you got for the main thing? Let you do it for us, man. Go ahead and close us out.
Yeah, close us out, main thing.
Dang, I can't believe it. I came at closing time.
I want to
close the shot. He said, "Close up the shot." Nah, how y'all doing though?
Good.
Y'all looking real cozy over there. I like it. I think as far as Kevin Samuels and Steve Harvey, like, I'm not a fan of both. But I do believe they both had a mission, meaning to give people to understand and recognize where you fall when it comes to trying to be your best version of yourself. And I also think, Steve got hatred from men. Men was calling Steve Harvey a simp because he's trying to put women on game. Men felt like, oh, he's giving out our secrets. He's giving out the blueprint. He's trying to wake women up to, our shenanigans. And it's like, at the end of the day, he's serious when it comes to, grown people acting like grown people. And I think that's also what Kevin Samuels was on. Like, he wanted the adults to understand you got childish behavior in you. And that's why nobody is choosing to take you serious, because you're not taking yourself serious. Especially when you say things like, oh, my man, he must love me this way. He got to be considerate this way. And it's like, nah. If you ain't fit for that man, don't get with that man. If you ain't fit for that woman, don't waste your time with that woman. There is a lot of people who think that they're a good catch but you got a shitty character. That was dry.
You gotta go come up here, man. I'm trying to go to bed. You know I gotta let him up here, man.
They say I'm trying to join the team. But yes, I believe that relationships would get a lot further if they just took what those men said with a grain of salt. Like, you ain't got to take it as gospel, but take it with a grain of salt and understand what's fit for you and what's not fit for you. Meaning that because your homegirl met a man with a big house, nice ring, You ain't got to go get that man who can provide a big house and a nice ring. If you just okay with the man just treating you good, give that good man a chance or that good woman a chance, because people be passing up people for the smallest shit. It's like you passing up people. Oh, you look like a bum. How you know I ain't dressed like this? Because I just got off work. like, come on now. Like, people got to give people a genuine chance to actually get to know them and build something genuine with them. Because it seems like I'm not even gonna lie. Marriage nowadays seems like it's a scam. Damn, I made your ear itch. No, I'm playing.
Did you say scam?
I felt like something was on my ear though. But I agree. I agree. Weddings are a scam. I wouldn't say marriage is. But yeah.
They make it. But I get what she's saying. It feels like it because of how they keep talking down on it. Yeah. There's no good representation for me.
It's not even about talking down on it. It's like people getting with people. Oh, if he could give me a house and a car and make sure my kids good. If this marriage don't work out, I'm gonna take him for half of everything. That is literally how marriages is. It's like, oh, I'm only getting with you, so in the end, it could benefit me, my pockets. It could benefit my kids, and it's like that's not genuine to me, because it's not. You're not thinking about the family dynamic. You thinking about yourself.
Yeah, that's not marriage though. That's predatory behavior.
That's why I said it ain't marriage and stuff. But yeah, you talking about yeah, I get you. That's why I said wedding is a scam. I believe that's a scam, not marriage though. What the heck you
Wait, what do you mean predatory? I heard that.
Yeah, predatory behavior. I said predatory behavior because an individual literally saw somebody else as a come up. Like I'm about to. It's not that marriage is a scam. It's that was a scammer. That person is a scammer.
Scammers getting married.
I think it's our society has been involved in what's the word I want to use? Our society has been involved in capitalism so long. Everything is so transactional that now people have found a way to be able to exploit one of the most precious things that would be considered. That's people don't go into marriages to be transactional. Like you are supposed to do for the other person without the want of something back, because they ultimately are supposed to mirror that same thing anyway, naturally. But we're in a world, the economy is bad, but in addition to the economy being bad, you also got people where they're just trying to find ways to hustle, unfortunately. And that's what is happening in these situations. And it's just kind of like a dog-eat-dog world type thing now. So, I mean, with knowing y'all two in general, I look for and see the best to come from it just in general for the small amount of time that I've known y'all. And I think that if y'all have done that, and not if, but since y'all have done that, I do think y'all have come from a genuine place. But maybe that's also because y'all have the ability to do one thing that a lot of people don't, which is communicate and effectively communicate and want to talk to each other. Because a lot of people aren't getting with people because they care for them and they know them. They're just getting with people because they want to have a superficial thought of what they think this thing is supposed to be, not understanding that it's the longevity that comes with it. That's the test of time that people got to fight through, and people aren't really willing to fight for shit if it affects their ego and how they feel.
Yeah. You made me think about it. Now I think I might say this on live. That's what it is. I think I feel for her because she know how to communicate. So it's the way she communicated probably got me.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
That's probably because like I said, I'm actually learning a lot from her with the communication thing. That's the reason why I try to get that one girl a chance.
Go global.
Yeah.
Look, global. A lot of people is actually leaving marriages because unhappiness is real. Like
a lot of people in America.
Well, yeah, a lot of people in America, Jerry. You and that's all I'll be talking about. All I can talk about is America. Is America, because I don't know them other countries. I'm not really out there for real.
But unhappiness is a temporary feeling as well too, because there's no merit. If you're going to be with somebody, quote unquote, forever, right, for a lifetime, you can't tell me you're not going to expect to go through some moments, maybe years, where y'all are feeling like this is some bullshit.
Damn,
Like
Peter.
there's no like you haven't went through your whole life without having these type of situations in reality. So why would you think you're gonna get with another personality that somewhat is not you but resembles you, and then knowing that you see the negatives of yourself and people that you come across anyway, and not expect to come across some bullshit with the person you're dealing with.
Them
Like
in the
so
vows too. I agree
people
with you.
make
That's in the vows.
yeah, people make temporary decisions again because one, they don't know themselves, and you can't express what you are to someone else if you don't ever fully learn yourself. But on top of that too, you don't ever fully know yourself because you're always growing.
Yep.
So people don't want to actually continue to grow with this person, and then that's when the separation really starts to happen. And then there's this unhappiness. I watch my parents are still married. They've been like the 15th of this month. They've been married over 40 something years. On one side of my family, like my dad's side, everyone stays married, right? My mom's side is a little different, but I've been able to see both sides. And one of the things I can say is on my father's side, they know how to fight through the bullshit. That's just really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like no matter what's going on, they find a way to figure it out and stay together. So it's a choice, and people take the excuse of being unhappy and use that to overinflate the situation. I watched a lady, and I'll land here, but I watched a video of a lady cheered about her divorce. She made videos about it and everything, excited. It was like a party for her. A year and a half later, she realizing like it's hard out here. Like, and she wishes she stayed because she can't find nobody that treated her like her husband did because she was unhappy in the moment. And now she's kind of fucked. I got a partner. He was with his girl. His girl left him, and he went out and found somebody else, and she's stuck now because she left him because she wanted to find herself. So
Yeah. Hey,
Nice.
Kev.
You
Yeah.
make
Kev,
it sound
you
like
said
people can't
communicate.
suck.
Hey,
What?
Kev, you said the way she communicate. Now, I said cap. The reason I said that's cap,
Oh Lord.
because I don't know Rachel like that, but I do recognize she has a tendency to be patient.
Oh.
People think that communication, you got to communicate. We listen. Communication is definitely important, but it is not the major main key to a healthy, growing relationship. It's actually patience. The word patient means willfully enduring an undesirable circumstance without complaint.
how
I
can you
think that's what
communicate
I think that's what
effectively
I'm
without
adding to
having
that though.
patience?
Yeah,
I
I
can
agree. I agree with that though.
I couldn't. Two people asked me a question at the same time. What was the
You're good.
question?
I was saying something I think at the same time you did. That's what I stopped though. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. No, I was just telling. I say I agree with what he's saying. Though I think I was automatically looking at it that way. I think that should come with communication. You know, I believe because I believe there's so much to it, like patience and knowing when to control your emotions and all that stuff. I think that's all that adds to communication. You know, that's what make it better. The selflessness and actually trying to hear somebody or trying to understand, asking the right questions and all that other stuff. Like all that stuff, I think that kind of add to it though. But yeah, I agree with that. You know, with the
Yeah,
patience. And I
I
did
agree with
notice
that
that.
The
too.
statement
I
the
just think
statement
it's the fact that whenever most of the time when we talking about communication is verbal, and verbal communication actually takes place after communication is initiated to begin with, whether it be nonverbal, physical communication, body language, and all of that. So the way that she communicates with you through her actions causes you to trust her. That ain't something that took place because y'all had a bunch of conversations. It was the way she carried herself, the way her values, intentions, beliefs, and expectations is what she communicated. Because people like they don't communicate. No, they communicate, and that's why they fighting all the time. It's what they're communicating. That's the problem.
and I think that's where I don't think you can have a proper level of communication without patience. That
Right.
that's where I think where what you're saying. I agree with the statement you made. First
I
off, let me
believe
start
that's
there.
part of communication skills, though. Like I
Yeah,
can't separate it. I can't.
right. And
Well,
that's my thing. Go ahead. Go
well,
ahead.
here, check this out. Because you mentioned global. You said they learn how to fight. Well, they know how to fight through the BS. That means they love. See, when you're patient with somebody, you love them. And when you love somebody, you're patient with them. So, like I said, the definition of patience is willful endurance of an undesirable circumstance without complaint. Endurance doesn't happen when a person feels uncomfortable. Endurance takes place whenever it actually starts hurting. It's like you in the gym or you going on a run or whatever. It is not endurance until it begins to hurt. A lot of people give up the moment they start feeling like, oh no, see, this too much work. Duh. You are literally working through something with somebody that y'all did not get prepared for because you wasn't raised with them. As your point was earlier, Global. So it's like you gotta fight. It don't feel good. But if you are willfully willing to endure an undesirable circumstance, then therein lies the ability to love someone responsibly because love is a responsible choice. You don't just be like, oh, I feel in love. No, you chose to love that person. Now you got to learn to love them appropriately too.
And you have to learn to, and like you said, you got to learn to endure through all those hard times. I don't disagree with
100%.
what you're saying.
Oh, man, we going to bed. I felt it coming to you.
Look at that nigga down at the bottom there. All you niggas.
But we got Panda. What? I think you were trying to say something earlier. Hey, Panda.
Hey. And pretty, I ain't seen her no one say no more.
Oh yeah. Dang, Jared. Oh, because we said we going to bed. Oh. What's up, Panda?
She said she love it. I appreciate it.
Oh, nothing much. At work, catching up on notes because I BS'd my life away for the last month, and well, here I am doing a month's worth of notes.
Okay, so you just chilling.
I mean, I'm having to transfer them out of my phone onto paper, but I have handwriting like an Asian doctor, so it's taking a lot of time to make it legible.
What the heck does that mean?
It's really sloppy.
I don't think I've ever.
That was racist.
You prescribed
it was?
No, you ain't never seen an Asian doctor.
I thought it was just a regular doctor. I thought it was just a doctor. Doctors write sloppy. But where the Asian from?
You know, my dad said it to me all the time, and it's something I picked up on.
Wow.
But I did not recognize, that didn't even hit me that was possibly racist. Damn.
He said that's racist.
As soon as he said it, I'm like, oh shit, it is? Sorry.
I said, dang. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about that too. I was like, dang, that is racist.
I ain't never heard it said that way.
Well, he said it ain't like when we was on Rachel, like that dude straight up was just Mr. What, 1%?
Oh yeah.
What color are you down there talking? I'm like,
that was the guy on our live that asked Brittany, Big Brit, because she was spitting facts or whatever. I don't know. She was coming straight with it, and then he was like, "What color are you?"
This is so random.
I love Big Brit.
Link up with her soon. Though I didn't know she's standing there. She's standing there.
She moved. I thought she moved.
She in Ann Arbor though. She's not that far. That's why I said we can still link up. She said we want to go to the casino and all that.
But I was listening to what they was talking about, and I just think couples lack literally comprehension.
Man.
They lack comprehending, and it's like you can't have people who can say, "Oh, I'm listening. All right, tell me what you got from what I said," and they can't even repeat or have a proper response to what you said because they don't have active listening skills.
Yep.
Yeah, that I mean, I can't.
People
lie.
like that shit.
I didn't realize that was like such a superpower. To be honest with you, but people really don't like.
No, seriously. And I found I don't know the reason why I say that because I could say something to somebody, and they'll hear from somebody else in a different way, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're so right," but you were just arguing me down about my about the same thing I just explained. The thing is, you just wanted to disagree with me because you have either something personal against me in my perspective, or you literally just a person who can only take information from people that you respect or value.
But that
Or
kind of
maybe
come back to the point
it's
earlier.
like specific to a topic or something. Because when people who are not in a situation like me try to give me advice on certain stuff, I definitely give a side eye. Because what the fuck do
3
you
minutes,
know?
y'all. 3 minutes, y'all. I gotta get off. I'm pushing it though. So let me get Uncle Ruckus in real quick, and then everybody say their little quick minute. Oh dang, it's 1 minute. What you got, Uncle Ruckus?
Wait, are we
Good
answering the prompt?
afternoon, everybody.
Oh
I'm
no, we not. Y'all
You
call
caught
me
us. You caught us when we were dipping out. But main thing,
Okay.
she has a way about her. She has a way of keeping us around.
unnecessary coming from man.
Everybody keep coming in.
Y'all doing me, boy. Y'all know I don't like closing on y'all, man. It's some crazy stuff, but I gotta, cause I wanna be up early. I don't wanna fall asleep early tomorrow, cause y'all know that I've been falling asleep, and then he gonna That's petty. That is petty, man.
That's the problem with black people today. They never know when to leave. I know y'all trying to get out of here, so I just want to say happy congratulations to the beautiful couple of monkeys on the screen.
I'll be a
Hey, Kev, hey, it's Black Patriarchy, bro.
It's who?
Black Patriarchy.
Oh, I thought I was like, oh my! Sounds like his voice on. What's the deal, man?
This is to the black.
We about to be on for another 2 hours. We about to be on for another 2 hours.
I was about to say, I didn't even know you liked black couples. Like, I was.
Yeah.
He don't. Uncle Ruckus don't like black couples.
Kev get a little pass because he light skinned. That's why.
Light skin,
Uncle Ruckus would have gave you a little pass.
He wanted the proper black folks.
Not y'all one of the good ones. He gotta go.
Proper black folk. That's a good voice.
I wonder who was just chilling all that time. You know, that was you all that time just chilling out. I'm like, this little patient or whatever. We ain't calling him or nothing. You been all right? I ain't seen you in like 100 years.
Yeah, man. I took a break, got married and shit. Yeah, man. I've been good.
What?
Hold on real quick. Well, we both married and everything. Let's do it.
Hey, congrats, bro.
I looked at. I think the last time I talked to you, I dropped her name. I'm talking about this girl named Trap Fairy.
Yeah.
Look at her. Yeah, when she got fake with me that one time, I ain't mess with her no more. I blocked her. But I know you hung over with her heavy though. At that time, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just in people's lives, bro. I don't met none of these people in real life half it. So.
Yeah, that's I think I seen you though. I ain't like that fake stuff. But
unnecessary. Might as well say one thing while you came up.
Man, no. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Man, I've been trying to get on these live. My Wi-Fi been like main things for like the last couple of days. So it's funny because Rachel invited me up. I still been holding on to them points I was trying to make on her live a couple of days ago. So, but no, I know you probably go live tomorrow on the weekend, man. I just wanted to definitely get up.
Maybe you would have stayed for a minute. No. Why y'all do this to me?
It's almost like a reunion.
Wait, am I missing something? Are y'all married?
Yes.
They are absolutely.
I knew y'all was together. I just didn't know y'all was married. That's all.
They are shacking.
Y'all know it didn't dawn on me until yesterday when she said, "Oh, Kev, your Wi-Fi is messing up." Well, no, he can do it when he come home. I'm like, when he come home? You don't say that about shit people who don't live with you. Wait a damn minute. What you mean come home? Not me questioning y'all like y'all wasn't adults, but this is happening in my head. I ain't say it out loud. I'm like, come home. I got to see. And then randomly he be popping up in the live. I'm like, oh, so is he visiting? I'm convinced you live in Alaska and she lives somewhere else. I don't know why I have it in my head. Y'all are across the freaking states. That is so cool.
We were at first.
For a while.
Man, Panda, I put it in the chat. Somebody said married, and I'm like, hold the hell up. I know they weren't married when I was coming in here before. What
Man, who knew?
That's why I had to come up here. I was like, hold up, because he ain't respond to my message So I'm like, let me come up. Neither one of them did. Let me come up here so I can find out.
Oh, wait, yeah, I know the messages in the chat been getting filtered. I literally messaged him, and I came back out. I was like, yeah, because I was like looking fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then I went over here waiting for his face to come up on the camera because I went in the kitchen, and I was waiting for him. Normally he sees my message and he's like, you know what I'm saying? Give me that little look. But anyways, he did it, and I was like, hey. So I asked him, and he didn't see my message. I was like, man, it's not TikTok trying to break us up.
Already.
Man, I've been going on pages. TikTok been telling the people on the host, hey, drop him down. Drop him down. He be spreading misinformation.
Like, hey, people stay under his videos calling him a liar. I be like, man, who is these people? I be forgetting it's not Facebook, so I can't say what I want. So I be having this to slide on by and let it go. TikTok be threatening me every chance they get. You sure? I don't think we like that. Delete.
Delete.
Yeah,
everybody want to come in. Y'all better give me that same energy tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be on this thing.
Yes, tomorrow. Please come through.
You know, I got a topic for y'all. I got a topic for y'all about these damn jobs. Because why is it when something goes wrong with these jobs, they quick to get your ass up out of there, but the moment they have to rectify it and fix it because they were wrong, it's taking 3.5 damn million years for them to fix it. These people is playing with my time. I'm at work right now and I ain't even get my check today. I'm about to flip a desk.
I'll make a video out of it.
That's the wrong type of mess up.
You can just inbox
the job videos go crazy.
Job videos, right.
They relate to the job videos.
Well, I be heated these damn jobs.
Inbox Rachel, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a video.
Yeah. Kev will make a video. Yeah. He's just better at, I don't know.
No, I ain't better.
At the talking thing?
No,
he's better.
Not better.
Nah, he say his piece and he get folks aggravated. Then that's when the comments come in like, well, actually.
Everybody listen to you too, though, so we both on it.
All right, y'all. We gotta go night-night.
And I just wanted to say, because somebody, I think she was telling me, now the name done changed, but I know the voice. That's honest, isn't it? Main thing. You talking about I be lying sometimes?
She did call him a liar.
I saw that comment.
You just gotta wait till the signal bar come up.
Oh my. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
All right, Panda.
Good night, Global.
Peace.
Yeah, good night.
All right, then I'm gonna see all y'all tomorrow for sure. Y'all my main peoples. We'll see y'all.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for coming through.